gave me
Tricky.
problems because the grapes, they're welded together in the thing you sent me, so I had to create grapes.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
They were all like a lump.
Oh, so you had, because they were outlined,
Right,
so you couldn't just blanket make it all white. They just
It
looked
would
like
just be like a clump.
a clump of something.
This is a white clump. And I was like, this does not look
Well,
good.
I probably could have edited that in Canva to make it easier for you to deal with that, but that is what I
I gotta create.
That's cool.
the
Alright,
wine label for the
mic
Sauvignon Blanc.
Wow.
My eyes.
We need to be on one now
live?
for Captain K.
Yes.
With your unlimited.
Well, you don't know how unlimited that might be. For some odd reason, your rum just appeared.
Oh,
I've made a lot of
I would
wine
like it to
labels in my
reappear some
days.
more.
El Hawk, how are you,
It's a
sir?
great label. Okay, put that there. Let's see.
Might need just a couple extra. We may not start exactly at 3 minutes, but we'll be close.
I'm at 2,300 members.
Oh, thank you for the
If
sub,
anybody wants to know where
Roger.
Christmas tree or Christmas lights are in Middle Tennessee, I have a site for you.
Oh, really?
There are like
We
over 40
appreciate that
houses
sub. Hey, Maya
with
Morph.
lights.
Oh, you mean for driving around and seeing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, nice.
And we're going to have,
Somebody
everybody's
showed me
audio is going to be hot here pretty quick.
interactive map and everything.
Oh, wow.
How's everything sounding to you so far?
Yeah, it's sort of taking
Can
that,
you
just go
hear
on my
us?
site and be
Yes.
like, hey, can I
Well, I'm pretty sure you can hear us.
Sure.
Should be able to, but just let me know if it's too loud, too quiet.
Thanks. I'm not sure how it got away, but
Spidey senses. Everybody's just fumbling.
Ranger, was that a
don't say that.
4 out of 5?
yeah, fumbling. Oh no!
Do you guys drink coffee?
Oh, yes.
Hey, Pen Het.
I don't
to
know
see
what
you.
I drink classifies as coffee.
I do, and we have a special coffee maker and everything, so.
We're all fumbling.
Oh, gosh. It's okay if the DM fumbles.
My wife's dad owns a coffee company.
Well, whoopsie.
Does he? That's cool.
All right, good. Glad to hear it sounds
He owns
good.
a coffee company. My wife's dad owns a coffee company in Wilmington. So
We should be on for
Colombian, Brazilian coffee.
loud for some here all. So, you know, typically I'm the loudest. I do have a little bit of a governor on this today, but yeah, there's a lot of it's not normally like this. Everybody's talking at once, which doesn't happen as much during the stream. Well, maybe it does.
Depends on what's been said recently.
Hey, Pen Het, we'll be on for more than 2 hours. We should be on for close to 3. Just depends on how things go and where we're at. Thank Osperm, we have sound. Yes.
Yes.
We should have sound. We should have great video. We are rocking on full
I'm
Alienware
okay with it,
gear
but it just
now,
felt
and a lot of DM blood, sweat, and tears.
Same thing.
As mentioned, if you're on our Discord, you
We're all
know.
like looking under.
As mentioned on our Discord, you know I also sacrificed 3 chickens and poured their blood over the PC to fix the audio issues. And
I can see the stains.
And I cast Dispel Evil as well. And those 2 things made everything work.
Okay.
All right, we're almost ready. I'm going to go up. I'm going to get myself a cup of coffee, and you are going to entertain the viewers with
I
your
refuse.
clever conversation,
Dances.
or as they used to say on Saturday Night Live, talk amongst yourselves.
I'll give you a topic. Discuss. So, no dinosaurs here.
Dinosaurs banned.
That'll earn you a permaban. Yes, the bad gateways have all been dealt with. Portals closed. Banishments
Why has there been so much
issued.
dinosaur talk?
Okay, before I go up and get my coffee, this is going to delay the start, but it's important so everybody knows. In fact, here, I'm going to go to the live shot. So, congratulations, you're all about to be seen.
Oh, fantastic.
Good. I just finished sorting things.
Happy Saturday to you as well.
Sunday.
Coffee is important. It really helps. What did I say, Saturday?
Yeah, it's all blurring together.
So the question was from, I'm surprised that Cade didn't know, but Cade's player wanted to know why there was so much dinosaur talk.
Why would I know?
Well, because it's been a thing on Blue Box for a long time. We've talked about it for months.
Oh.
And in
So
Discord.
I don't allow dinosaurs in my campaigns.
You don't allow guns either, because I tried.
That's right. No guns. No
I had
dinosaurs.
gunpowder to use.
Now, please don't spam me with the fact that they're canon. Yes, I know they exist in a lot of the original materials, the old modules. It's just a personal preference. I'm not stating a righteous cause here. I'm just stating I don't want dinosaurs in my campaign. I have thought about a couple of examples where I might make an exception, but it would not be in the context of any of what's going on in this campaign or my Greyhawk Awakening campaign. So, because I have laid that out there, my players and my mad chatters taunt me, which is perfectly acceptable. So the mad chatters love to. There are several prime suspects. You just saw Grindelwolf, but of course Bloodwild. Steve is the principal provocateur.
Phantom sometimes
Phantom, yeah, every once in a while Robert will, hey, Constructed Chaos, good to see you. You're actually in for one of our streams, not just our Lore Masters Arcanum stuff. So, we're going to get started in a minute. I'm going to go up and get my coffee, and you are going to entertain our viewers. Maybe we could do a little bit of Q&A with the players and talk about their PCs and what's happening at this point. Yes, I summoned Phantom.
Semi-automatic crossbows.
No, not those either.
A tinkerer. Could maybe work something out.
Hi, Jay. Good afternoon. So yeah, we're gonna do Q&A for now until John comes back with his coffee. So if anybody wants to to know anything, put questions in the chat and we'll answer your questions.
Or would you like Cade to do anything during the stream? I can add it in.
I know that Hutchback tuned in, but just last week I had my first stream as the Heart of Adventure podcast.
Yeah.
I started Twitch streaming on that platform.
Yes. Don't antagonize DM. That is excellent rule number 1.
Well, I will fail at that.
Oh, absolutely. At least once an episode. But that's why everybody loves you.
Well,
you only have one arm.
I'll use the one as best as I can.
I mean, his poor NPCs. They get so antagonized by the pirates.
Yeah, he's just trying his best.
Kate antagonizes Shalelu. Millie antagonizes Ashrin. It's fine. Hi, Amanda. How are you? I hope you're having a lovely afternoon.
I was gonna say, at least Shalelu isn't antagonized by the whole party.
Yeah.
The whole Tuesday night party seems to have something in for out for Ashrin.
To be fair, Ashrin kind of brought it on herself.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that she didn't, but
Millie's just been kind of the main jabber back. Because Ashton called Millie a tramp, and Millie didn't take very tramps.
right.
You guys can kind of see a little bit of a sneak peek of a little fun maybe thing on my chest a little bit.
Oh, maybe a little bit.
What's that? Ooh.
That is the Sith saying they deal in absolutes. Yes, but saying that the Sith deal in absolutes is an absolute.
Yes. Obi-Wan, why? The Mandalorian. We'll talk about it after the stream.
Yes, we need to.
we don't need to spoil everyone in chat.
There are now 2 episodes to talk about.
And they're both really good.
I know. We'll talk about that later.
I actually haven't watched any of them yet.
Oh, it's so good.
What?
The
Mandalorian.
Oh,
You not a Star Wars person?
No, don't say that on stream.
You did it.
Disadvantages to Cade.
You started the.
Jay. Oh, Jay.
I mean, I like Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
And John Runelords. He watches it with my daughter.
Also,
with our daughter.
Okay.
Look what she made for my daughter.
Yeah, I saw.
It's so tiny and cute. Can't wait to
Have you
take
been
it
waiting
home.
on one of those for a hot minute?
No, I just asked if we could do kid sizes in the merch store when we get there, and
So I made one.
Esther wanted a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Now she has a hoodie, which is even better because it's cold
It's
outside.
Santa Cade.
That's great.
No dinosaurs. This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Got a little Mandalorian influence there. Very nice. All right. So we have a good day planned today. It's going to be lots of fun stuff. We're going to be talking all things sponsors, what happened last time. We've got giveaways because I have a lot to make up to you. Many of you were on with us on Tuesday night when we had a complete audio disaster and meltdown. Part of the new Alienware PC setup, and it wasn't Alienware's fault, it was my fault, but I got it fixed, and hopefully everything's going to be good today.
It was an adventure.
It was an adventure, yes. All right, so let's start with, we're going to come back to our sponsors. Okay, the Dinalorian. All right, you guys Woo! You're testing me. You're testing me today. All right, so let's start with what happened last time.
All right, so last time we started off with, let's see, where did we start off?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks, yep.
Yeah, and I looked at this recently.
We were still up on the mountain making our way down. And
Yes. So we had started off with bringing ourselves and Solomon back down off the mountain after we had defeated the giants. There was, as we were making our way down, Alcott cast Tinser's floating disc to help bring Solomon down more easily. Irda cast Gentle Repose on Solomon's body to make sure that he would not decay as the party continued on. And they ventured as far as they could during the day. There was a little bit of words passed between Shalelu and Cade as we were walking, but it did. It was the highlights did not come until most everybody else was not around. But so we continued down the mountain until we basically had reached the spot where we met Alcott the first time in his secure shelter. And once again, he cast his secure shelter so that we could have a place to stay for the evening. And we had brought Solomon's body in, rested him on the bed, which made Cade very uncomfortable. Cade frequently asked about the tiny hut being cast inside the secure shelter, which Irda highly advised against, because she was not exactly sure what would happen, and that, and then,
it would be fun to find out.
and then Alcott and Eamon decided to go hunting for some food, while Irda set up the pot and everything for making the meal, and Cade fretted about Solomon's body being too close to him while he was eating, sleeping, etc. Once Alcott and Eamon started making their way, tracking into the forest some, Shalelu and Cade began to exchange words in a much more tense way, while Irda tried to diffuse the situation a little bit by suggesting we play a game of dice. To which Liar's Dice was recommended by Cade, and Cade led the way. And then things went downhill even more when Shalelu was willing to bet quite a bit of gold or a very nice stiletto for Cade stopping drinking for a week. And then he could have the gold and the stiletto if he would agree to stop drinking for an entire month. Cade then basically ranted about how annoying Shalelu was and told her that nobody liked her, and basically was surprised that Shalelu got upset after he said all of these things to her. Out in the forest, Alcott and Eamon continued their hunt while all of this meltdown was happening inside the shelter. Then Alcott actually spotted it first. There is something large, brown, and hairy in the forest.
Terrifying.
Which he thought, could be good eats. And then so he moved closer. And Eamon then spotted the bear as well. The bear then started making its way towards both of them rather aggressively. Eamon actually recognized the bear as Kib, but Alcott used, I think, something to teleport them backwards some, away from the incoming bear, and then try to stop him with the resilient sphere, which missed and caused Kib to become even angrier at Alcott. So Eamon pulled Alcott behind his back to protect him, and then Kib got closer, and Eamon had dropped some of his rations so that Kib could eat. He noticed that there was blood on Kib's fur, and of course at this point did recognize him as Kib. And as this was continuing going on, back inside the shelter, things devolved much more quickly, and Cade got slapped across the face by Shalelu, which led Cade to propel himself out of the hut because he was really, really, really mad at this point, and Irda chased after him, to which at that point they both Cade and Irda heard the roars of the bear, and Irda moved in the direction that she heard the roars coming from, cast Sending, heard Eamon say, "I found Kib," and then a slightly whimpering sound of Alcott said, "Bear!" And so she immediately lifted Cade with her and flew towards the direction of the roaring. Kib calmed down once Cade and Irda arrived, and was looking for Solomon. The group, once everything had calmed down a little bit, moved back towards the secure shelter. Some things happened. Kib then pawed Cade again across the face, to which Irda responded by casting Sleep on the distraught bear after he found out that Solomon had been killed. Then later, Shalelu was outside with Kib while the others were inside, and she had conversed with Kib, and Kib had chosen to no longer to remain as part of the world of men. He was tired of all of the bad parts and the losses, yes. And yeah. Then the party rested for the rest of the evening. They did find out that there had been an attack of some sort that had taken place, where some bandits had tried to take the horses and met Kib and Shadow Mist, and that was the last thing that they ever did.
Hence the blood on his fur.
Yes. But yeah, so when the party got further down the mountain, they found Shadow Mist, Eamon's horse, and Ray standing amongst a lot of broken bits of bodies, bandit bodies, and
ooh, alliteration. Broken bits of bandit bodies.
And then were promptly chastened by Ray, actually, who was shaking a finger in the direction of both Cade and Irda. Irda kind of ignored it and said, "I'm sorry, but I need to deal with," because Shadow Mist had taken a wound, so she went to heal her horse, and then Ray redirected his attention specifically to Cade and kept waggling his finger in Cade's face for leaving them alone. And Cade made peace with a pickle. And
not made peace with a pickle. Made peace with Ray with a pickle.
Yes. And Ray accepted the pickle of peace. But quickly his mood changed again when Cade let him know that he had no rum on him, and Cade's horse with the remaining rum had run away. And then Alcott encountered Ray for the very first time.
Indeed.
And Ray did not like Alcott, and in fact scratched him and bit him quite quickly and ferociously. So you know, Alcott has now faced the ghosts of party members past via Kib and Ray. Yeah. once everything had kind of gotten regrouped, Irda actually told Shadow Mist about everything that happened up on the mountain, and then the party headed back towards Fort Rannick. Alcott had recorded the rum spell to his spellbook.
Managed to save it.
And then began
my new best friend.
And then began recording one of the spells from Brawl Breakbones' spellbook as
Spectral
we were making
Hand.
our way back to Fort Rannick. Eventually, we arrived, and we were noticed by some guards that were up on the walls. Irda said, it's just us, we're back. And they recognized Irda and Cade and Eamon as well because he had been with us previously. We went into the fort. Alcott asked us to refer to him only as Alcott while we were at the fort. And Irda said, of course. Once we were inside, the Tinser's floating disc ran out of time. And,
Floating?
Yes. And Solomon's body crashed to the ground. Irda and Cade requested some help from the other people in the fort to help dig the grave and prepare the final resting place of Solomon von Frost. Cade then declared the fort would be called Fort von Frost.
Hey!
And everyone within the fort gathered around for the final rites of Solomon, which Irda led, and Cade had said his words as well. And once he was laid to rest, the real work has now begun with the party beginning work to try to help these people now find a new home here in Fort von Frost.
Well done. Let's give Irda, Evelyn a hand. Outstanding recap as always. And yes, the Mad Chatters are already on fire. There are many things. The bits of bandits, that has become, the broken bits of bandit bodies is now going to be an official mantra for some of the Mad Chatters. Also, the pickle of peace is apparently something now, which is similar to a good berry. And I love that. Well played. And probably exactly. Thank you, everybody. We're going to go to our sponsors, and then we're going to come back and do our player intros, and we'll get right into the action. So, the amazing Blue Box sponsors.
Amazing.
Guaranteed to roll more nat 20s. And yes, actually, really. They
I
are.
guarantee
No,
it.
they are.
We've seen it.
And then Cozy Gamer. Great dice. So we're not going to have any Cozy Gamer dice to give away during the holiday, but right after the New Year, she's already told us she's got new dice coming our way. Are you ready for this? All of you Mad Chatters, we're going to be custom Dragon Dice. The Dragon logo on your
I can't hear you over the music.
you're going to have custom Dragon Dice, and I think that's we'll see how that goes, because that's actually shouldn't be something that's hard to hear in your over voice. Okay, gotcha. All right, so what I was saying was we have new custom dice in 2021 made by Cozy Gamer, which will feature the Blue Box logo, the dragon, on your your 6 on your D6, your 20 on your D20. They're going to be so cool, and we will be giving those away next year. All right, let's go to our other sponsors quickly. Of course, include Frederica Draws and all of her amazing artwork, and then we have also our wonderful sponsor who helps us with all of the work that we do here associated with minis. Like, we have things from Sasha Scorn, Bill the Master Crafter. He has given us a bunch of our terrain, and he has got more new things coming for us. I was talking to Jay Scott today, Lord Gazumba fame, and it is going to be really, really neat stuff that we have coming in 2021. We appreciate Mantic Games, makers of Terrain Crate. They have stuff that so the first shipment got lost. The second shipment is on the way, and it's going to be here very soon, and we'll be giving that away in the new year as well. We have also our charity stream in February, and we have GaryCon coming up in March. So all kinds of fun things that we're engaged with in the broader community. Much appreciated to all of our sponsors, helpers, and friends. Let's come back to our live screen. Introduce your PC. Tell us something about your character, your level, your class, and something we should know. And we're going to start with Eamon this time.
I am, excuse me, I am Eamon, level 8 Magus.
As of last session.
Yes, as of last session, finally leveled up. Half orc, and as we are back in Fort Von Frost, he has taken up his staff once again and walks hunched.
Well done. All right, let's go to Alcott.
Alcott Devereaux, wizard extraordinaire. Level 8, human. Currently a little bit out of his own head. Some things going on that we might get into this session that are kind of messing with him. And but still looking forward to helping out the people here in Fort Von Frost.
Well done. All right, let's go to Kate.
Huzzah! I am Captain Cade Cardinal of the high seas. Of course, I'm on land now. I just was successful in renaming the fort to Fort Von Frost after my best friend, Solomon. And looking to make the people my people. And I love gold, wenches, and rum. They could change order anytime.
Depends on the winch.
And the rum.
And the rum,
yeah.
Gold's always gold. That don't change.
Gold's consistent. Well, I'm not going to say the word, but yeah, only you can get away with that. All right, so let's go to Irda.
Hello everyone, I am Irda Lindgren. I am a level 8 Skald, level 2 Paladin Asimar. And I am feeling a little bit, I'm feeling very sad right now, actually. I'm kind of tired of losing allies and burying friends, and it's been a difficult road as of late. But I'm glad to be reunited with my horse, Shadow Mist, and I will do what I can to help the people of Turtleback Ferry.
No, and I think that's well said. And this has been a campaign. You know, the two of you here, I'm looking at Alcott and Eamon. You're newer to the campaign. There's a reason you're newer to the campaign, because there were people that sat in those chairs, which are now dead. And the NPCs, and this is none of it's pre-scripted, but this is a deadly campaign. I play with rules which are realistic. What are you laughing about? What was said?
Irda feeling weird.
Irda feeling weird. So anyway, it's been a tough campaign. We've had multiple player deaths. We've had 2 player betrayals, who may still be out there in the game world and may make an appearance at some point in the future.
I do wear a shirt of one of them.
Yeah, so they can't see. If you could stand up just a little bit, because the castle's covering you.
That's betrayals on our banners.
All right, so that shirt says, "I'm livid. Where is my D20?" That is a quote from my 22-year-old daughter who played Arathi. She sat right over there. She had lost her D20, and she was angry about it. And she literally said, "I'm livid. Where's my D20?"
She did not lose her D20. Somebody she got mad and you did something to her as a DM.
And she needed to find it to deal with it.
She needed the D20 to combat you. That is what happened.
I don't remember it that way. All right. So then before we get started, last thing I want to mention is we have some really cool giveaways. So I promised our viewers, because we had like 60 folks that sat with me on Tuesday night while I have 0 audio. It's our only mime session that you've ever had on Blue Box. There was no sound. Everybody did a great job. So tonight, or today, we're going to have a couple of masks that we're giving away. So these blue box masks, yes, this is my sad white flag to the reality of the continuing COVID quarantine stuff. And so a blue box mask, we'll have a couple of these we'll give away. And then we're going to have another blue box mouse pad given away today. These things are cool. We've given away 2 already. And Josh was really good at charades. That's true. This blue box mouse pad. But wait, that's not all, John. Tell him what else. The coolest thing. So, if you've watched us for a while, you know we had hats. Our first hats I did not like. I only did like 3 of them. They had vinyl, they were white, and I just didn't think they held to the quality standard that I want to have for blue box stuff. So now we have new hats. These are embroidered hats with a cool logo. As you can see here, it's only on one side, so it's tasteful. It doesn't dominate the whole hat. Hey, sup, geek? Good to have you as a sub. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the gift from Phantom.
Oh, that was a gift from Phantom. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Phantom. Robert is amazing. Such a great fan of the show. So, we're going to be giving away, this will be the first ever of these embroidered black blue box hats, adjustable on the back with the strap. Not a snap, but a slide. And a really cool cloth hat with the embroidery work on it. And that will be given away today as well. Embroidery of excellence, that's right. Okay, let me kill the music.
I do need all the wins. I'm putting this out there on Blue Box because I have lots of orchards to fulfill.
And I emailed him all the winners from Wednesday
Yeah, I
night
have
stream.
those.
So.
I have those, and I have 2 others. Yeah. So if you're if you're a bit behind, yes, you probably know why. You saw me struggling with this PC. Also have a new career that I started last week, so I might be a couple of days behind. Please bear with your loyal DM.
It's not me fault.
Everything. I have blamed my shipping department on occasion, actually. I have. Okay, all right. So we're going to resume action, and let me kick off our music here. 1 second. And glad to hear everyone says the audio looks good, the video looks good. I think all of our glitching problems with our video are gone. Thank you, Alienware. And we're going to kick off our ambient music. You are inside of Fort Von Frost. The body of Baron Solomon Von Frost returned to the mud. Alcott, who had stepped away a few feet, kind of gathering his own thoughts. Kib, who has departed angrily, never to be seen again. The rest of the townsfolk from Turtleback Ferry who have gathered here to seek refuge. Their town now flooded and gone forever beneath the expanded banks of the Skull River after the dam was partially broken. There is a bustling around Fort Rannoch, now Fort Von Frost. You see Mayor Shreed, who you talk to. You see him mingling amongst the midst of the people. There is still mud. The ground is quite sodden from all the rains. Shalelu just walks over beside this tree, and she just hunches down on her haunches, and she seems to be muttering a quiet prayer. And we will go back to you. PCs, what do you do?
Well, I believe last time I wanted to party, and I talked to you.
You did mention.
You did.
In fact.
So I continue talking to your dad.
You wanted a celebration about Solomon's life, if I remember
A
correctly.
celebration of life, which would include a bit of rum. Seducer. And music.
Music?
Dancing lights.
I can play music.
Fireworks. Who could do fireworks? Or what? Do we know what fireworks are?
I mean...
see. Do we know what fireworks are?
Fireworks are a thing, yes. Fireworks are a thing, yes.
Black powder.
Beautiful things in the sky.
I could cast prestidigitation. I can make little things with that. I can do more than clean things.
Aye, and lots of food.
Lots of food.
Oh, if we can. Go kill something, somebody.
All right. So, should we perhaps see if we can
Get the mayor.
coordinate this
Yes.
with some other
Let's
people?
find coordinators.
And so I'm going to go up to the mayor. Mayor, my friend Cade and I would like
Huzzah!
to, and this is primarily Cade's idea. I have to give credit where it is due.
Credit or blame?
We'll see.
But my friend Kate and I would like to perhaps have a little bit of festivities this evening for our friend Solomon in celebration of his life.
You see Mayor Shreed as he kind of walks over. Looks very similar to when you saw him in Turtleback, but his garments are more soiled. His cloak is tattered.
Oh, he needs a presty.
His monocle sits in his eye, but it looks like his hair has gone more gray and clearly has not been cut in some time. He walks up to you. I'm sorry, you said what? You want what?
Kate and I would like to do perhaps a little bit of festivities in celebration of our friend Solomon's life.
And lift the spirits of Fort Von Frost.
Festivities.
Yes.
Have you seen the condition of this fort?
Yes.
Oh, we have a solution for that.
You know we are vulnerable. We have no protection. Is this the time for festivities when we have the curtain wall broken down, the left tower snapped off?
Now you worry too much.
We could have trolls or bandits or hill giants or anything through our gates and through our breaches at any moment. Is this the time for parties?
He has a good point, Kate. Perhaps we wait a few days while we help them rebuild, and then we can celebrate the rebuilding of the fort along with Solomon's life.
Oh, all right. Let's get to building. Get the man on it.
Go ahead, Amy.
No, I'm just listening. Listening and shaking my head.
All right, Alcott, you doing anything?
It's kind of later, right? It's starting to get later.
Yeah,
in
it's
the day.
getting close to dusk. Yeah.
Do we know where we're sleeping yet?
I mean, you haven't asked.
Okay. I'll just walk up to some random person who looks important, some sort of guard.
So you don't see any guards. The only person you see looks clearly important is Mayor Shreed.
And I guess I'll just walk up to the group.
Okay, all right. You walk up there.
Where are we staying tonight?
Well, there was the tower we slept in the last time we were here. And it was over to this side. It's not on the table, but.
Don't you think we should have our own rooms at this point?
Kate, you're asking a lot. This is a tiny fort, and there are 200 people plus us here. Remember, it's going to be a little cramped space.
We need rooms in the pub. Do we have a pub on this place?
Not until somebody builds it.
That is orchard. My next orchard. To take care.
So the mayor looks at. We could not possibly have you stay in that tiny tower. We have arranged for rooms in the main tower.
Oh,
Here.
see.
There is ample room. There are many rooms within the walls. We have plenty of space for the people, but we must be quickly about the repairs of the breaches.
Yes.
I assume I will be castellan of this keep. The people have agreed to it. Tilia has already agreed to be the teacher. She has the students. They have made this now. And he points to this building here to the side. They have made this the schoolhouse for our children. We have erected a tent for, a palisade for the guards, which we are trying to train. But who among you will be Lord?
I am not.
The castle, Fort Von Frost?
Well, that was going to be Sullivan. Rest in peace, friend. I can't be a lord. I'm a captain of the seas.
I know
I've got to
nothing.
be honest with you, I don't think any of us are ready to be a lord.
But we'll find one for you.
You don't understand. Fort Rannoch, now Fort Von Frost, is yours. One of you must be Lord.
Well, I could be lord of the land and captain of the high seas. I'm a dual-purpose kind of person.
Do I know what that job entails?
So, yeah, actually, go ahead and roll d20 for me and do knowledge nobility.
Which I have 0
Thanks,
ranks in.
Pat.
Here has my vote.
15.
15. You know enough about the running of a castle to know that the lord is the sort of principal responsibility, but a castellan will stand in his stead. He does not need to be present there at all times. So he is the one that ultimately makes decisions, but when he's gone, the castellan will stand in his stead and run the fort. There are also many other types of responsibilities that exist in this sort of structure, but ultimately there must be someone who is principally responsible.
So, somebody said something. A Viking. Like, can be, like, run a place on land, but also be on the high seas.
No, there's nothing that's saying, and any one of you
Could be.
We could.
Well, I will be lord of this.
Kate, are you ready for that kind of responsibility?
You want to see what kind of a place this is?
You
This
see-
is gonna. I will make this Fort Von Frost like no
see-
other.
Shreed, he's like tapping his chin nervously.
Are you certain?
Solomon would want it.
I am but a simple farmer's daughter, but I would be willing to take that responsibility.
She really doesn't want me to be it.
I say, I mean, is she wrong? I look to Erda
Oh,
and
it
I
would
say,
be fun.
I think out of any of us, if any of us have proven that we can hold our worth, it's you.
I would agree.
You might have come from,
I take a swig
Small
of rum.
means,
Tired of
but-
hearing about this.
that has nothing to do with who you are.
I know nothing really about running places other than to just do my best to help. So
Every day is a day to learn.
indeed.
I could learn it. Wow.
But yes, Mayor, I would be willing to be the lord of your fort.
He looks back at the two of you. You see he clearly appears to be more comfortable with Irda, but he cannot make this decision. And
Well, all I ask, here's what I ask. You're done.
Yes.
The most important thing when having a town or a fort,
Yes.
and I consider this, is that you have a nice tavern with plenty of rum.
No.
It should be the center of town,
I would say
where people can have frivolity and forget about their woes of the day.
Kate, I will take that under advisement.
That would have been my first order.
Eamon leans over to Alcott and says, "Yes, so you have drunk night watch. Good idea."
I mean, I believe
there's an elderly man. He kind of comes stumbling up. He's got a bag of some kind of grain in his arms.
If there's dispute, perhaps it should be settled by battle.
Dice. I'd rather
Well, that
be
was
dice.
certainly
I only
go
have
one
1 hour.
way. I just look straight at the stump on his arm. All right. No, I don't think there's much need, but thank you, sir.
Oh, no problem.
He stumbles away underneath the load of his sack.
I look at the mayor and I say, Erda will be your lord.
Good, that seems wise. Milady, you speak of having a common upbringing, but you are clearly nothing common. The light that shines around you, the deeds that we have seen you perform, you can inspire the people, and perhaps you can provide the gold we will need.
How much?
There are, well, we've only been able to make cursory inspections of the grounds, but it seems that there are significant damages in need of repair. And
Right.
my Excel spreadsheet.
Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Like, of all the tech to go weird, I have this Excel spreadsheet
Can
ready
you
to
not
go.
break the black seal on
All right, I got it back. Just had to kill it. Whatever. You can never go without tech gremlins. He says, the right curtain wall, it needs
the rebuilding?
5, perhaps 6,000 gold of mortar and labor and stonework and
Right.
masonry. The ogres that accosted the fort, they did great damage to it. Then, of course, there is the right tower. He points here to the right tower, and you can see several of the crenellations have crumbled. There's bits of masonry falling out the front of the tower. Much less damage, but probably another 1,000 gold. A few days of work, less than a week, I think. The left tower is in greater damage. The left tower will likely require 3,000 to 4,000 gold, and will take us over a week, perhaps 2. Then all the interior buildings, we've constructed the wooden palisade, but the ogres, they defiled the interiors. There is damage. There are walls broken down. There are everything is in disarray. We've cleaned as best we can, but there's at least 4,000 gold needed for the repair of all of these interior buildings, and that will take weeks. And then there are the outer defenses beyond the front of the fort. The moat, it has been filled with mud and silt from the floods. All of the palisades that were out there, all the spikes, they're gone. It's going to take a great deal, at least a week, and another 1,200 gold. We have done all that we can. We have emptied the larders. I think we have probably 2 weeks of food remaining for all the people. We will need food. We will need training. We will need steel. We have a smith, but the smith has said he's in short supply of iron and tin. We will need these things to create steel. We need trade routes opened. We will be isolated here. The roads have to be clear. You can see he's getting more and more agitated. He kind of stops himself.
Deep breath.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to overwhelm you, but we can make a home here, but it takes much.
All right. So, step 1. I know you had mentioned perhaps expanding the walls as well to allow for your town to be a proper town. This gold, that is a lot of gold. I do not.
15,000 minimum.
I do not know how we are going to get so much gold, but the food that I can help you with, we can look at properly laying out some fields and planting
So what does the land look like around here?
So even as you came in, you saw there is good and fertile land outside, but it is all sodden. The rains have left it muddied. There's also lots of rocky crags. So let me show you again here the fort itself for you and the audience's viewing pleasure. All right, so you have the fort itself is built up against the side of the mountain. You have a pair of bridges, both of which are still functional, although this little river here now runs 3 times higher than it did. So it literally fills to the edges of each of these canals, and it doesn't look like these bridges will be able to handle that flow of river very long.
Right.
So while
New bridges will be
Shri
built.
did not specifically speak to this, it's likely going to require reinforcement or expansion of these bridges too. Now the land on the other side, it has been partially cleared. You have some rocky area here, but you have lots of area which could be farmed. but again would probably require a secondary curtain wall to protect whatever you build there, because you know this already from the history of the area. You've seen it yourselves, and you've now heard it spoken of. There are ample humanoid and monstrous creatures here. You've seen hill giants, you've seen ogres, you know there are trolls, there are wandering wild animals and monsters. This is a dangerous area, so anything that you build out here will need protection of some kind, and none of that is addressed in the cost that he's referenced.
And that outer wall can more likely just start as wood and then be updated later.
Sure.
If it needs
Sure.
to be.
Yeah,
depending
right.
on how
Whatever you want to
rich
try.
the place is,
And Shri looks at you.
It seems, and I would not deign to correct your judgment, but fixing the primary walls has got to be paramount.
No, yes.
We cannot protect the children, the women, the elderly, if we cannot protect the keep itself.
I agree.
Current only concern is the curtain wall. After that, it's all.
That is the greatest of concern.
Here.
Yes.
So,
Sorry, Emma.
I do have Solomon's gold, and I
Yes.
think he would want to give it.
It would serve them better than.
So I have 3,946 pieces of gold,
So let us provide that, and I can give 2,000 of my own.
and I'll give. Oh, I'll look at my bag.
I need what's left to pay the other half of my axe, unfortunately. So
26 platinum. Will that do it?
That's 260 gold.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not very much at all.
But I can give 2,000 gold of my own.
All right, so you're giving 2,000. You're giving 3,900.
That's
From
from
Solomon.
Solomon.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So that's 5,900 gold.
3,946.
All right. 5,946 gold.
And I'll throw in all of my platinum.
Oh,
25 pieces of platinum.
You have 25 pieces of platinum.
Solomon has 26.
All right. So we have 51 pieces of.
I'll
platinum. That
throw
gets you
in
to
2,000
250.
of me own. Can I have a title in this place?
Of your own gold.
You can be master
all right.
of rum.
Well, Shri clears his throat. He says,
I have some men I'd like you to meet. They can help.
you see he walks over, he pulls the shoulder of a man, looks very sturdy, broad-shouldered, not quite 6 feet tall, but heavy set. He's got dark hair peppered with gray. And he says, this is Brom. Brom, I have seen his work in our town. He can be the reeve. He was a mason in Turtleback. You see the man as he shuffles forward, he kind of drops his eyes a bit.
A mason.
He drops his eyes a bit.
Yes.
Yes.
I reckon I can help. I know a bit about stonework, and if you'll have me,
Statues.
Kid.
Walls.
Walls.
Oh, walls.
Primary focus right now. And this is why I move over.
Keep focused.
I confess I don't know much about making statues. I know how to lay brick and stonework. And
I guess
I
that's
know
what
how
we
to
need at the moment.
build walls, and I can help with the towers as
Do you
well.
have friends?
In low places.
No.
Anachronism, minus 500 XP.
Do you have friends large-armed like yourself?
There are some of my former workmates that are here. I can call upon them. I reckon they'll help.
We'll need more than just them.
Perhaps we can get some stone and minerals from the mountains for the iron and the
Indeed.
needs around. I do not know much, but I know that
Work
perhaps...
must begin tonight.
Yes.
I'll get the men. I'll begin right away.
You'll be paid for your services. Heartily, mightily.
And
Lots of it.
we'll use the gold. We can reach out and gather some stone from the quarries roundabout. I know some of the men from these surrounding towns. They can aid us.
He kind of ducks his head again, looks a bit sort of abashed, and he walks
Thank you.
away. Shreed pulls another man over. You see he's a lanky fellow. Looks like he's, probably not quite, maybe in his mid-30s. He's got shock of bright red hair. And he stands well over 6 feet tall, quite skinny and lanky, and
Looks a lot like me. my character is 6'2", has bright red, well, not bright red hair, dark red hair, but still.
even scrawnier than
Of
you.
course.
Like he's Shreed says, "This is Matrim. He can be our seneschal. He will manage the people of the keep, those who are the housekeeping and the cleaners and the stablemen and the man as he walks up, he opens his mouth, and though he's over 6 feet tall, the voice that comes out is shockingly wheedling and high. I am happy to help as how I can, and yes, I kept the inn inside of Tailback Ferry. I know something about housekeeping and peoples, and I know how to deal with them. If you will have me, Lord, I can do this as the mayor, the Castellan, as he says I can do this. Yes.
All right.
Can I get a read on him?
Okay, go ahead and roll sense motive, I guess, right?
Seems very eager.
I just want to know how he is at his job.
Or at least how he feels
Okay.
he is.
Sense motive would be a 10.
I mean, you sense this is an insecure gentleman, but definitely believes what he's saying. He looks like he has the experience that he says he has, but it's just a bit awkward in nature.
I won't say anything then.
Okay. Anyone else say anything before?
You're the Lord.
If Shreed feels that you are capable of doing this job, I think then yes.
All right. He nods and he kind of gives you a beaming smile. He's got a big gap in his teeth. Pushes back his bright shock of red hair and walks away. Just one more, if I might. Mayor Shreed says.
Of course, yes.
We need one to run the garrison.
Ah!
The watchman.
Oh. I don't want to be watching.
Do you know what garrison is? You seem very excited for the gods.
What did you think a garrison was?
It's kind of like a cool name.
It's where they keep the rum, right?
I
I just want to run something. I just got very excited.
They protect the rum, right?
Yes.
I want a cool title here.
We can
Garrison
worry about
sounded very
titles
nice.
later.
Oh, they'll name the tavern after
Garrison is
you.
not equal to bar, exactly, Ranger.
The salty
Gorse.
pirate.
Oh, Gorse. There you go, Hunchback. We have our
The salty swashbuckler.
we have our first.
That's
Oh!
not bad. Good.
We first have our first reference to the amazing author that I've been talking about so much lately. Well done, sir. So he pulls a man from behind the well, and you see he's a good size, kind of a towering figure, well over 6 feet tall, but completely gray. Looks like he's probably you're getting close to 60 or mid 50s. He says, "This is Gord." As the man looks over at you, he turns his face. You see he has a scar that runs from the corner of his eye all the way down to his throat. He's got receding hair. He kind of shuffles in his chainmail. Shreed says, he was the principal guardsman in Turtleback. He knows his business.
Oh, it certainly looks like it.
He kind of looks over at you when he smiles. The smile twists with the scar that pulls up one side on his mouth. When he speaks, it's gravelly, almost like his vocal cords have been damaged from the scarring. I know my business. I'll raise men up as I did in Turtleback, but we won't have much time. I know these lands. They will be crawling with orcs and ogres and trolls in but days now that the waters have receded.
It's honestly a miracle you haven't been gotten since.
Yes.
The waters kept them away. But now that they're gone, it won't be long.
Then we need all of your men to get up on that wall. What little of it there is.
Train as quickly as possible.
He nods and he shuffles away.
Mayor, we need, do you have someone who you would like to put in charge of the farming and getting the food raised up for the people? I would like to talk to whoever that is, help them coordinate this. This I know about. This I can help with.
He says, we lost two of our principal farmers in the floods. But I will speak to the people. They know this is a need. Give me this night.
Yes, and we should, you said the larders have how much longer of food?
I think no more than 2 weeks with this many mouths to feed.
All right, so I think perhaps then we should send out at least a few men to hunt some food that we can preserve to help fill your larders until time we can get the crops grown, because it will take time, as all
They can
growing
act as
does.
scouts as well.
Yes, that would help. So yes, I would say let us get some men out hunting so that we can help to stock the food supply. I also I have an idea to help. Since we will be here for a while, I have the ability to make food and water with if I can have the time to, so to help lengthen the time at least while we're here. Other than that, however, yes, we need to get crops started, and perhaps even if there's just a small plot within the walls of the fort for now to get a base started, and then we can transplant whatever things we get here out into bigger fields once we have walls built. But I think if perhaps we can get something going to begin with, whatever we can do to help get the people fed until we can better establish a supply of food for everyone.
Most wise, yes, this makes sense. I will see to the men out hunting at once. We've already secured some game. There are still ample deer about. Anything else?
You did mention trade. What in this area can be traded?
So he actually reaches into his pouch and he unrolls a map. Now, it is not the beautiful full-color map I'm going to put up on the screen here, but it gives you the same general sense, and you've seen this before. You're familiar with this. So he unrolls the parchment and he says, we know Turtleback is gone. We fear Lucerian may also have been consumed beneath the banks of the Turtleback, or the Skull River, which has expanded well beyond its banks. But we can get to Karmaga. There are ample supplies there. Biston may yet be spared if the lake has not overflowed much. Abkin and Sarathu, all of these, we can trade with them.
Good. That's very good.
I think he more meant, what goods do you have?
I have your coin. I will trade the coin you have given me for the supplies that we need.
Does the mountain have ore? Anything you can mine?
We have never mined these mountains, but I'm sure that...
Oh, but we could. Then we'd be fresh to it.
I don't believe any of our men know this skill. But perhaps in your travels, if you can find some, we could expand. There may be much ore in these mountains. But for now, it will be your gold, which will gather us what we need.
It will maybe help them expand more into the mountain. The fort, since there's not too much out to go, back might be easier if we can find the skill for it. So, all right, well, very good. Let us get started with what we can for now. Yes.
Thank you, Wiley Hobbit, for the sub. And I want to give a
Thank
quick
you
shout
for
out
joining.
to our Mad Chatters, and we're going to get started with our very first giveaway tonight. Have I logged in with the Nightbot on this PC? I think I have, hopefully. No, but I can probably do it really quickly. There we go. All right, so we're going to start our first giveaway tonight, and we're going to do one of our Blue Box masks. So on this giveaway, you're going to type the keyword. The keyword is going to be exclamation point. So there's something that happens when I come over here and touch this that shuts that off. I've got to figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, it's something I do there. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
But so the giveaway, you type exclamation point mask, and we have, where did I put my Blue Box mask?
You had
Did I stick it in my pocket?
Exclamation point, no audio.
Should just play a really loud alarm sound.
Yeah. It's beneath my mouse pad. That's where it was. All right, so this mask, very cool Blue Box mask, will be given away here in just a moment. And it is nicely embroidered. It's a good mask.
It's not embroidered.
Well
It's
signed.
vinyl.
I'm sorry, vinyl. That's what I meant. Yes, don't get you confused. And we're going to give that away in a second. Thank you to our Mad Chatters. We've had everything. It's behind you. From the exclamation point silence, Wiley Hobbit with the raid. Thank you, Wiley, and a sub. Mystical Unicorn Manda, good to have you with us. All of the viewers, but then a couple of great. So we had the orc stew made with real orcs, slow roasted to green perfection. Or we had the where was it here? Offered help with a lozenge.
Suddenly very uncomfortable.
Yeah. I still agree with Ranger Harley. A garrison is not equal to a bar or a tavern. Okay, very disappointing.
Blasted barnacles!
All of you, thank you so much for the great Mad Chattery. And no, I don't have Jay's wrong buttonness. I don't know what that is. It's some weird thing that happens. It might be a keystroke actually that I'm hitting on the keyboard. I'm gonna have to really watch what I do because I come over here, I bring stuff up, and then I kill my audio. All right. So before I do the giveaway, you see Mayor Shreed now. He hustles off to carry out your orders. And Alcott, Cade, Irda, Aemon, you all stand around the grave of Baron Solomon Bonfrost. You see Shalelu, she comes walking up, her eyes red-rimmed from tears streaming down her face. You see the townspeople walking by, glints of hope in their eyes. Although some look suspiciously at Aemon, tall, clad in bandages and garments which cover his face, and they don't know you. They don't know you either, but you look much more pleasant and much more open. Anything else that you're doing?
I still want a title.
Mayor Shreed, you say this, he stops, he kind of turns around.
Mayor, I have a question for you.
Yes, what is it?
So we need, gold and all that to build this town. How are the townspeople contributing to this fort?
He
Everybody plays a part.
He adjusts his monocle. He kind of looks at you. He motions around him. You see townspeople bustling around, picking up bits of grain, and there's a pig inside the stable here that is being tended to. You see they're carrying still bits of ogre bodies and things that are still cleaning this fort after almost 2 weeks, digging trenches and clear. What do you mean? What are they doing? They are doing all they should. Every man pitches in.
I understand that.
Then I'm confused. What do you mean?
Well, how are, besides us giving our money, is there anywhere else money's coming from that we can collect, that people can go and get money? We need money. Gold.
We lost everything in Turtleback. It all lays beneath the waters now. These people are poor but hardworking, good people. They will lend the work of their back, the sweat of their brow, but they have no coin. Do you?
We're gonna have to get money
Cade.
somewhere.
Cade,
Yes.
coin will come.
All right, well, it needs to come fast because we have a city to build.
Well,
Maybe somebody has a hidden treasure.
I'm gonna walk away at this point.
And while they have that conversation, I want to look over to Irda and be like, as we're looking into the grave, he had a brother, right? Do you know where?
No idea. He only very once or twice spoke of him, and mainly during our fight with Lucretia. She was taunting him about his brother.
Shalelu speaks up.
She said she had had a wonderful time with him. This drove Solomon into a rage.
Yes, that is actually what was the end of Lucretia.
Well, once we're done here, I would love to find him. Let him know of the fate of his brother.
Yes.
And possibly send him here. I think he'd like it.
We don't know nothing about him. What if he's a bad person?
I would like to know.
Well, we don't want to send him here if he's a bad person. You know what I'm saying?
You feel a tug at your trousers. You look over and you all notice there's a kind of a heavy-set Haveling woman that's come up. Uh-oh. Who says that?
Hey,
When did a heavy-set Haveling woman become an uh-oh?
I need a pretty wench.
Oh my gosh.
Again, only she gets to say that, not me. So she tugs at your breeches
Yes.
and she says,
Hello.
I heard you saying you wanted to have a name. A name.
A name?
To be spoken of as one of importance here.
No, I don't know what she's gonna say.
Well, don't you think this blasted fort needs a bar, tavern?
Oh! She speaks me language. She speaks me language.
There's nothing that can encourage the hearts of men and women
That's
like
what
good
I've
drink.
been saying.
I served as a barkeep. I can aid. Perhaps you could run one. But we'll need a lot of gold.
I'll get all the gold I need for that.
Cade, I have a thought for the name of your tavern.
What is that?
The Salty Swashbuckler, in
I'll-
honor of Cade.
I'll think on it, but shouldn't it be named after me?
It is in honor of you.
I don't know. Cardinal. It's revenge. Cade Cardinal. Or just the captain.
Cade's last resort.
Or what?
Cade's last resort.
all right,
Cade's
okay, so we're gonna kick off a poll. We're gonna kick off a poll on the stream as we do our first of 5 giveaways today.
Actually, wouldn't it be Cade's
and this is
first
not
resort?
normal. We're doing so many giveaways today because I am thankful to all of our viewers who bore with me through all of the audio-visual challenges that we had last week. And by the way, I think everybody is seeing we've got great stability. I'm not seeing any camera glitching.
No, it's great.
Other than me hitting the wrong button and briefly muting the audio. That is, or whatever I did there.
Hold on.
But I think so. Tell me if does the stream look the pickle pirate? Oh.
Oh!
so-
Okay.
Okay.
Can the Mad Chatters help me?
Yes, that's what we're going to do.
She's got
it going. She's got
That's
it
the
going.
poll we're going to open up. So, Mad Chatters, before we do our giveaway and we go to our one and only break, our first of 5 giveaways and our one and only break, we're going to that. We're going to do a quick poll, but I need you to pop your ideas in, and then we're going to pick the top 5 of those because we can only do 5 in the
Yes,
poll, right?
5.
Yes.
Yep.
So pop all your ideas. What should be the name of the tavern the bar that Cade Cardinal will found inside of Fort Von Frost and fund with his own coin. So far we have the Captain's Cabin. We have Cade's Cat's Keep. We have
Pickled Pirate.
the Pickle Pirate. Oh,
like
good.
that one.
Set Monkey, thank you. I think the cameras look a lot better today. This PC, even though I have USB 3 on the other one, this sucker seems to be pulling better bandwidth. I feel like everything looks really good, so I'm glad to hear that. Cade's Last Resort.
That was me.
Thank you, Constructed Chaos. Thank you, Manda.
And the salty
salty
swashbuckler is
The
very
salty
good.
swashbuckler. All right, so we have those. Anybody have any other ideas? And while you're thinking, we're going to do our roll. Type exclamation point mask. If you haven't done it yet, our first giveaway is this really cool blue box dragon mask. If you've got to be masked up and in quarantine, do it in style with a blue box mask. And the winner of this is Splice of Main Brace. I like that name too, Ranger. All right, the winner, Cade Walks the Plank, is Robert Phantom. Congratulations, sir. If you don't mind, jot that down
Yeah,
for me, so
I will.
I'm
I've
trying to be more on
got
top of these
1
things.
second.
All right, so Robert is the winner of our first of 5 giveaways today. You need to stay with us, and we've only got a little more than an hour and 20 minutes left on the stream. So we're going to be packing lots of giveaways in the back half of the stream. But we have another mask. If you weren't with us earlier, we have one of these great mouse pads to give away. These are really cool, all matte, completely like it's a smooth finish. It's a great mouse pad. And then the first ever giveaway of an embroidered blue box hat. This sucker is so nice. The logo is embroidered, stitched into the hat. It's on the right side, so it's not like, overly dominating, and this looks really good. It's adjustable on the back, and so that giveaway is coming up later on the stream as well. All right, any other good names? The Bottle and Cork, I like that.
The bottle and cork is really good, actually.
All right, and
Okay, what ones am I putting on the poll?
Walk the Plank could be a great sobriety tester game. All right, so
I like the Pickled Pirate.
all right, so
Pickled
you've
Pirate.
got to give us. You have to pick of those 5.
Oh.
All right.
Okay,
so
I have the Pickled Pirate.
Pickled Pirate.
Oh, the Captain's Keg.
I like that one too.
The Captain's Keg, you have that. You have Cade Walks the Plank,
You tell me,
Cade's
Cade.
Cast.
Splice of
Cade's
Main
Cast.
Brace.
All right,
Cade's
I
Cast
like the Pickled Pirate.
I have the Pickled Pirate and the Captain's Keg. Those are the 2 I have on the poll so far. Which else?
Thank you,
Each of us gets an advantage.
I like also the salty swashbuckler.
The salty swashbuckler. Okay.
Congratulations, Mad Coyote joining, or Lord Coyote joining the Mad Chatters. Welcome.
All right.
With us.
You get 2 more.
I get 2 more.
You can pick 2 more. That's all I have room for in the poll.
Pickled Pirate is cool.
I have the
Hey,
Pickled Pirate,
Mo Brock
Captain's Keg.
918. Give us a follow if you're not already following. Appreciate that. Cade's Last Resort. I don't know if that one was one you liked. The Bottle and Cork. Did that make the list?
That's up to Cade.
Cade, you got 2 more, right?
Yes, I know.
Cade's Constitution Crippled. The Inverted Rum. Ooh, that's a good one.
Cade's Cask Keep.
Cade. Oh, I like that one. Cade's Cast Keep. Yes.
Cade's left arm.
Cade's Cast Keep.
Cade's
Keep.
left arm.
Oh my gosh! I like that one.
All right, so
Or
then
just
last
the
one is
left
Cade's
arm.
left arm.
The left
Cade's
arm.
left arm.
Or just the left arm.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I
The
mean,
left arm.
No, because Cade's gonna want his name to be part of
yes.
it.
Yeah, it's got
Cade.
All right, I'm starting the poll now.
All right, the poll is up, and you go ahead and vote for what you think the name should be.
But I like the Pickled Pirates.
Well, so you're still going to have ultimate veto. This
Yes.
is going to,
Oh, okay.
but you're going to be influenced. Like
All
if the
right.
Mad Chatters speak it, you need to listen because they are
Powerful.
great
Please
fans.
pick the Pickled
Choices.
Pirates. We can do so many things with
Cade's
that.
left arm is growing in popularity.
Oh, okay.
He likes that too. She likes that. He likes that. Whatever.
Let's go with the Pickled Pirates.
So reminder, while we're doing this, Tuesday night we have our Greyhawk Awakening stream. It's going to be the stream that we didn't have last week because I was fighting with my cat.
Invited the Giants.
The poll is up. You should be seeing it, Robert. Everybody else is voting. So we're tied right now between Pickled Pirate and
Pickled
Cade's
Pirates.
left arm.
I tell you, I can do a good shirt with that.
just be a pirate in a jar. Just sort of floating.
Yeah, where else on D&D Twitch streams today are you getting to name your own tavern? That is fun stuff.
Very good point.
And
Of course, my name isn't on that. Cade's Pickled Pirate.
I think the Pickled Pirate is your name.
All
People
right.
just know
Yeah.
instinctively that is Cade.
Yeah, always.
You could find an artist to do a portrait of
Yes.
you.
I
All right,
definitely
I'm going to do
will.
another mask
Big.
giveaway. Surprise quick giveaway before the break. Everybody type, Brad, you had to refresh there, Phantom.
Captain Morgan
So everybody
knows
type
that there's a
exclamation
pickle
point
there.
mask. We're going to do our second mask.
For my arm.
We've got the mouse pad.
Someone said an arm
and
in a
the,
pickle jar.
hat to be
Yeah.
given away
That's
after the break.
genius.
We're going to do another mask. So
in a
type
pickle jar.
exclamation point mask if you didn't win that last one. We're going to do that in just a minute. Not a whole lot of time. So vote on the name of the tavern. I guess I can vote too.
Grindelwolf,
You
that is a
can.
genius idea. Just Cade's arm in a pickle jar.
Oh!
with a pirate hat jauntily on top.
on the side.
That would be
Oh my
fantastic. No, so Lord Coyote, we're playing 3.5. But it's a modified 3.5, so it includes elements of 1E and 2E. We've got special classes, the Cavalier class and others, which are based on 1E. Initiative system is based on group initiative 1E. But then we got 5E elements like advantage. We have custom crit tables. So this is, the core is 3.5, and what I like about that is that's the open gaming license, so it's free. You can find it. It's very similar to Pathfinder 1, 3.5, open gaming license. That's what we run here, but I do borrow from different editions where I think, so it's really a house set of rules, and it's just all about great role play and fun. So, I'm sure at some point this party will encounter combat again, but it's been a minute since they've had some combat.
We've got a lot of work to do first.
All right, pickle pirate.
All right, and it is the Pickled Pirate!
By a whopping 50% of the vote.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Wow.
Exclamation point mask, last chance. We're going to do this giveaway before we go to break. Type exclamation point mask. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. Those are quick seconds.
Yeah.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yes, it was Robert. So note that. So Steve, Bloodwild, he had the suggestion for Winston.
Yes.
So Winston's name is forever attached to Bloodwild Steve.
Yeah, because the new spelling of
Right,
it.
yeah. So Steve, now Robert Phantom has the distinction of having named the
Pickled
tavern,
Pirate.
the bar, inside of Fort Von Frost, which is the Pickled Pirate.
Pirate.
And the winner of our second mask giveaway is Krenzlin! Congratulations, Krenzlin! When we come back after the break, we have 3 more giveaways, including the first embroidered hat for Blue Box and the mouse pad. So don't miss that coming back after the break as the party continues to explore and try to repair, to staff, to set up proper adjudication of responsibilities in Fort Von Frost.
Can Frederica draw up something for my tavern? I
love that.
I could draw you a
Oh, you
tavern.
can. Oh.
Yeah, she could.
I need it.
We got time. We got Evelyn can do it. We have Mark Views.
Somebody
Mark
make
Views
me
is a great
something.
artist. He can do it.
Are you wanting your sign design?
No, I want the
I
sign
can do that.
design.
Hey, okay, yeah.
And I'll make a shirt.
So great. Hang on, real quick. So Lord Coyote, great question. So we are using in this campaign. So I'm running 3 different campaigns right now, and I'm going to be launching another one in 2021. But the campaigns I run right now include a Middle-earth themed 4th Age campaign, which runs once a month. That's probably going to appear again in January. Yeah. Well, it's been off for a minute.
Yeah.
Y'all need to hunt Dan down. Dan's been like a ghost. Anyway, so we have that campaign. We have our Tuesday night Greyhawk campaign. That's based on old school Greyhawk. Gaming world, the Greyhawk Pantheon.
Yep.
This one is based on the Pathfinder world of Golarion.
Yes.
So we're using, this whole map. Let me pop that up for you so you can see it.
Saren Ray is my deity.
Yeah, so she's, her deity is Saren Ray. It's all the Pantheon of Golarion. It is the map of Golarion. It's a good gaming world. Then next year, we're going to be launching
Not yet.
one with the Castles and Crusades gaming world.
Nice.
And so I like, to me, D&D, role-playing,
I don't care too much about the different systems. I can move between them quite easily. It's about the fun of the game, the role play, great players, descriptive DMing, and now, of course, incredible Mad Chatters. You guys are absolutely amazing. So congratulations again, Krenzelin. Congratulations, Robert, who correctly or got to name the
Pickle Pirate?
There's a bot. There is a bot for that, I know.
Yes.
But I like to sometimes just explain it anyway. All right, so the Pickle Pirate it shall be, and we're gonna go. Yep, go ahead.
Before we go to the break, since we didn't do this at the beginning of stream, if you love the content that you're watching on our channel right now and you want to see it go off stream, we have a Discord where we do text-based roleplay for at least our Greyhawk Awakening stream. Hopefully some for this one eventually, maybe. And so yes, come join us on our Discord.
And not just text-based roleplay. What else do we do in there?
We share
fan art
fan
page.
art,
There's a
we
fan
share
art
mini
page.
painting,
There's mini painting and
just chat
terrain
with our Mad
creation.
Chatters
There's
about
chat.
everything.
There's updates. You don't get the full Blue Box experience if you're not in our Discord channel. It's free.
Join us.
I don't get anything from it. It just helps you stay connected to what we're doing here. All right. So way too much in terms of announcements and administration. We're gonna go to break, and we'll be right back.
One of us. Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw, you did get an advantage earlier.
I got that.
All of us got an advantage. Did you put that down too?
Who gave us all the advantages?
It was
Phantom
from
did.
Phantom.
Phantom.
Oh,
Thank you, sir.
And when you draw something, I will make him a shirt and
Okay.
send to him.
Oh,
Since that
very
was his
nice.
name.
Phantom, you're going to get a Pickled Pirate shirt once that is created.
All right.
I'll come up with a design for you too, because I did the Devereaux family logo. I think I could come up with something pretty good for a pickled pirate.
Okay.
Put mine.
All right.
We'll have a little competition.
I mean, if you want to come up with a design, I can put it on the sign.
True. True.
Or we can just have a sign, and then I have one for the bottom.
There you go.
Kate's going to be
it's gonna be-
branding all of the stuff.
Well, the problem with rum is you need sugar cane to make it,
Oh
Yeah.
no!
and that does not grow up here. I can almost guarantee it.
Well, then we need you.
Or you need to import it. Yeah, see, Alcott knows about alcohol making.
Hey, so you're also noticing now, if you're watching during the break, we have our sponsors on the left, but we have all the picks. I'm going to have to remove Kib.
Yep.
I have Kib's image rotating here, but also all the player images, the Devereaux sigil, as I mentioned. So it's kind of just neat to see all the great artwork. Frederica Draws gets most of the credit. She did most of this artwork. The crest right there that you see of Alcott is actually created by Thomas, the player of Alcott. And there is the rum swiggling, swirling, and absolutely inebriated Captain Cade Cardinal. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
You guys, will you leave the mics hot so
Yeah.
anybody can stay down
Yeah.
and chat with the players?
She didn't introduce herself
She
yet.
did not tell
You
you.
didn't ask and she didn't tell you yet.
She was very enthusiastic about one thing, and that got Kate.
Cade lost all reference to other stuff.
You said tavern?
Tavern, you say? I think you're speaking my language. He's a groggy boy.
Whoa!
Oh, thanks,
thank you,
Pat66.
Oh,
Is that one
Much
for everyone
appreciated.
again?
Yep. One for everyone. Many thanks. Many thanks. Oh. Okay. This is the quietest we've been at break ever.
Yeah, I was just thinking. It's weird because it's like warm out again. Ish. I mean, it's not like crazy warm. But
Yeah.
But warmer.
Warmer than the dusting of snow
Snow
that we
we
had
had
earlier
that,
this
yeah.
week.
Yeah, which is weird.
Which is actually pretty early for Tennessee, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Mm-hmm.
The earliest I've ever seen it snow here was on my birthday one year. It was November 2nd. On my birthday
Wow.
one year. And it stuck pretty well.
Yeah.
But that's, I think, the earliest that I remember
mean,
seeing it.
Definitely not on the roads, but
Yeah.
it's just a perfect storm of there happened to be rain and it got really cold the night
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. You've got a little.
Oh.
I would want to know.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. The dice trays. Love the dice trays. The pickled pirate is now going to be the pickled pirate's paradise. Nice, Amanda. I'm gonna do this in chat. Oh. Yes. Discord.
I've been very busy too, Pat.
Yay, that's really exciting. Oh.
I was telling them I just started the new job at Amazon on Wednesday.
Did you?
Which is
Awesome.
50-hour work weeks, but pays good.
What are you doing there?
Picking, so
Okay.
get to walk around. I'm basically shopping, but for not myself.
Yeah.
But because of that, I've got that on my tray. I just started live streaming with Hard
Yep.
Adventure. I'm also still making the podcast. I
Yeah.
want to start a mini series on the podcast if I can manage it, and
Wow.
I also keep up the Instagram Tabletop Adventures. So it's just like,
Wow.
whew, I've got a lot going on.
Your
But
stream was really good. It was fun.
thank you. I wanted to try and do another one today, but I got a little bit busy today. So.
That's fair.
More just trying to get used to streaming and how OBS works. And
Yeah.
OBS is awesome. It's actually really intuitive.
Yeah, I like it. That's what I use. when
Yours
I-
is 13 seconds behind mine, or almost 14.
Yeah.
I just realized I'm very close to the time
Well,
that he
and
is.
when I'm on my desktop, it's like a 3-second
Yeah.
3-second delay at most. It's just on my phone. It's
Yeah. Mine fluctuates from week to week too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this week it'll be
I honestly
15
don't really
seconds.
know what determines that.
could
Because
be.
we're all on the
Well,
Wi-Fi
I
here.
don't think I'm on the Wi-Fi.
I'm not on the Wi-Fi.
Oh, you're not on the
here.
Wi-Fi,
Yeah,
so
no.
that's probably it. It's probably just because I'm on their
Because I use the Wi-Fi for my tablet because
Yeah.
I do stuff there, and this can't use mobile, but that can, so that might be why I have more delay
I'm-
there versus.
the exact same.
If you guys are looking for a really good program to make logos for stuff, Canva. It's really great. It's
Yeah.
free. I made the Devereaux family crest all
That's
for
awesome.
free in Canva. I had to look up a little picture of that bird, and then I took it into GIMP and then just made it blue instead
Yeah.
of whatever it was. But
Yeah.
other than that, like, I mean, GIMP's not that hard to use either, and it's
Yeah, that's what
basically
I
free
use.
Photoshop.
That's what I use for all my photo editing.
It's just a little bit less intuitive than Photoshop is, and doesn't have nearly as many plugins and tools. But
Yeah.
it's good because it's free, and you can get a lot done in there. So.
Well, and once you get used to it,
Yeah, I mean, I just can't draw anything by hand, so I have to
Oh,
use
yeah.
pre-made assets and drag and drop
see,
and all that.
I do all my by hand.
Yeah, I have never been all that good at that.
It just takes practice.
Yep.
I was terrible.
And I completely understand that. I have so little time to invest in another
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
that
That's
I need to practice all the time.
Totally fair.
Yeah.
It's like I can draw, but it takes me
Like
so long to do anything
Yeah.
worthwhile.
way back when we first I did all the original
Cade.
character. So there's Cade, Yurda, Solomon,
Oh.
and Ixen with.
Robert,
Tray.
I didn't see that. So Robert is giving a DCG tray and Cozy Gamer dice to his girlfriend.
yeah.
That's so
For
cool.
Christmas.
Thank you for that. The pickle barrel. I like that. That's clever. Let's see here.
And I-
Allows you
and I
just
do
you
that
keep
forever
keg
ago,
over
and
them,
I've
yeah.
actually gotten
Is
slightly better. since then.
is Patrick still with us, Canadian
Practicing,
Ancient
yeah.
Gamer? Are you
all
still
about
on? I
practice.
want to talk about Patrick if he's still on. And I've decided what our other gives. So I said 5 giveaways today, which
Yep.
is unprecedented. We don't do that here. I'm not trying to buy viewers. I'm apologizing to all of my great viewers who
Hung out with us the entire time.
They endured.
Honestly,
the
it was
pain.
really
And then-
fun. I was
Was
watching
it?
that.
I
It was
just
great
got
fun.
it.
Yeah.
And then they came back for the audio
I know.
test.
Like I did an
Later
audio
that night.
test.
Yeah, I was there at
didn't-
like 9 p.m. Just tuned in and said hey.
Hey, Cypher Scorn.
Hey. Bill, good to see you, sir. I know you've been a bit under the weather, so I hope you're feeling all right, and it's so great to have you with us. And you got to remember, it's important to make stuff not just for Jay. You need to make some more stuff for me. Your stuff is so awesome. We did debut, I don't know if you saw it, on our Greyhawk Awakening stream a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago. We debuted the Winston, Armored Winston. This is
awesome.
the creation of Bill, the Master Crafter, Satrascorn, who is on with us, and I hope you're feeling well. Green Lantern, I have not forgotten about your crit tables, my friend. I'm making some final adjustments with Tim, the ever mysterious Tim. We're going to get those crit tables out to you as well, and we'll make those available to others. I'm glad you're feeling better. That is awesome.
And John, speaking of craftsmanship, do we want to show off your amazing wife's craftsmanship on this great shirt that she made?
Yes, we absolutely should. So why don't you stand up and show us what, explain to what we're looking at.
Tall. This is the Devereaux family crest, but on a very beautiful blue shirt with white on top to match all the other blue box. Merch.
Exactly.
It's not merch just yet.
No, it's not merch yet. I guess we could make that available. We're going to launch a store next year, which all of you know I was very resistant to, because I'm not trying to just make a bunch of money on this. I'm trying to have fun, and I want to reward players and viewers. But we've got so many viewers now, and when you're hitting 60, 70, 80, we've hit over 100 viewers on one stream, and you're only doing typically one giveaway, you're never going to get all the different pieces of merch out to all your fans. So we will probably have something for you early next year, which will allow you to buy this stuff if you want to, and we will not be looking to make money on it. We'll be looking to recover cost and just make it something that you guys can enjoy. All right. Yes. All right. So if anybody sees Patrick pop on Canadian Ancient Gamer, let me know. I do want to thank him for something again. I mentioned it on our last Greyhawk Awakening stream, but I want to mention it on this stream as well. All right. So you are now getting close to dusk. People are scattering around. Mayor Shreed is off doing as he's been commanded. You have given the requests and the orders. The little halfling woman that stood next to you, she turns to walk away excitedly.
Hey, huzzah! Ma'am, what's your name?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Cade.
She reaches out a hand.
Hello, everyone.
I am also.
She holds on your hand. You try to pull away.
I am also. I'm glad to help with this endeavor. I can do you well by it. I can.
Aye. I trust you can. I look forward to working with you in the future.
About the coin.
For what? We haven't started anything yet.
You don't seem to understand the order of things. The starting happens after the coin, not before.
But where's the place?
The location, you mean?
Aye.
Well, where would you like it? I think...
And she points to this wall here.
Or...
She points to this wall here. Let me show on the cam, so...
I point to the building with the red door there. Am I not... And this is OOC here, before I say anything. Isn't that the school?
Yeah, that's the school.
Okay, so I'll point over there and I'll go,
She looks at you like, yeah, what's the point?
isn't that the school?
Well, the parents could have a place to go right after dropping their young ones off.
I mean, you can do more at the tavern and drink. Most people eat and take their meals there. Perhaps
Yeah.
there will be
We'll have
protein
food.
someday.
Okay.
But I'd rather not put it too close to the graveyard. Maybe.
We'll have spirits.
Oh, the horrible yet wonderful pun. Well played. So, is it then the intent to create the pickled pirate against this curtain wall?
Is that what I wanted, Kate? It's your place.
Let's see. so far from the stage.
You got another advantage for your bad pun.
Oh, huzzah!
No one rewards bad puns like the Mad Chatters. They appreciate a good bad pun.
Sure, we'll do it there. Ulsa.
Ulsa.
Ulsa?
Ulsa.
Are you gonna be picky about the way I pronounce it?
She puffs up, steps up to you. I am. I deserve to be called by my name.
Ulsa.
Good.
Ulsa. Ulsa?
Ulsa.
Ulsa.
Ulsa. Not Elsa, not Ulsa. Ulsa.
Ulsa. Ulsa. I get it. Ulsa.
She like shakes her head and just walks away.
Well, what do you need money for, Ulsa?
Well, she turns back to you.
To build the tavern.
She looks over at Irda, at Alcott, Shalelu. Shalelu just shakes her head, as though there aren't
Oh,
words. Whoops, sorry.
I need to know where my money's going, and then it's going, like, to build a reputable place of rum. How much do you need?
We were constructed of wood, yes?
Yes.
Oh, well, duh. All right.
Much cheaper than the stone.
Oh, no, it's got to be stone.
Oh. You're sure?
What? I want the
If you want it built now, it's better to do it out of wood. And it's in the walls, so it should be fairly protected.
All right.
I also have an OOC question really quickly.
Go
The
ahead.
schoolhouse, is that where the pot of the arms stew
Yes,
was?
that's right. Yep, that's
Okay,
exactly where it is. Yes.
Just curious. Wanted to know.
It has been. Well, you can only assume,
Yes.
but it has
Well,
been cleaned out.
we had cleaned that out. Like,
That's right. Yeah, but,
but
there was
I
a
just-
lot of more scrubbing that had to be done. Yes,
Yeah,
to put the
yeah.
children in there.
All right. It's in the wall, so we've already got stone, right?
Well, it would be against
Against
the
the
wall,
wall.
Against the
not in the wall.
what I meant is it's within the fortress walls. It should be
But-
fairly well protected.
Okay, OOC. In England, the walls, there were rooms inside the walls.
Yeah,
Yes,
there
and
are.
there
Yeah,
are.
but yeah, there are rooms inside those walls. But are you going to punch through that wall?
Oh, I guess that wouldn't be smart.
Well, it probably. I mean, it would be expensive and time consuming.
Okay.
Makes more sense to put a wooden structure against. The back wall could be stone, so you could use the back wall, the wall itself as the back of the inn,
And then
or
just
the tavern
build
rather. But yeah, you could build the wooden structure around that.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
All right.
So then-
You see, she actually, she kind of taps her head. She's,
mental math.
yeah, she kind of mutters to herself.
Well, plus the spirits, which will be needed. The wood, what kind of spirits? You want the good stuff?
Ah, yes. Well, here's the deal.
We want the good stuff.
We want the good stuff for me. We'll keep medium stuff. And then we'll have stuff for when people get real drunk, then you give them that stuff. I know how I'm working here.
Get drunk on the good stuff, then give them the cheap stuff.
You hear what I'm saying, Ulsa?
You're going to run that kind of establishment? Okay, yes, I understand.
It tracks with Kate. Come on.
I've seen that. I've seen that done before. Yes.
But when a pirate walks in, they only get the best.
I don't think we'll see many pirates here.
You
It's a
never
little
know.
landlocked.
There are rivers that you can follow.
There are. They did a bit.
It will be 3,000 gold.
Oh, God.
That's just for the structure and the furniture. We'll have to talk about the spirits that we get later. That'll be additional.
Half now. Half when it's done.
How do you expect me to buy anything?
Well, let me see your work first. So start with that. Can I sense if she knows what she's doing?
Okay, roll sense motive.
I gotta protect me gold. 14.
I mean, you sense she thinks she knows what she's doing. You know, I mean, you don't like. She's clearly worked in a bar before. The way she's spoken to you.
But who's gonna build it? She?
Well, she's not going to personally build it. She's going to requisition people both here, and that's what the coin is for. You know,
gotta pay people,
supplies and
like,
laborers, and she's not like going out with a hammer and nail.
All right. You know, I want it. You know what I'm looking for.
A bar?
I don't want it to look crusty.
Well, why don't you tell me what you want? Like pencil something out. Can you draw it?
I will. I'll draw what you want, and the name is going to be called. I'll give it to you later.
She nods. She looks at the rest of the party and like she's looking for reassurance from you that she's not just made a huge
I
mistake.
just sort of shrug.
I just look at her and say, now you know why he's not the Lord.
I'll be lord of this place.
All right, she kind of shrugs and walks away, leaving you again with the rest of the tavern. The folks inside the fort who move around, and the sun begins to fall. For those of you that are wondering, I normally have my lighting effects. I have to do all the reset on those as well with the new PC. That'll be kind of the last step to this, but I'm super happy with the audio and video. I hope you are as well. And the roleplay obviously is fantastic. So we'll just keep with this lighting. The sun does begin to fall. It gets to dusk. You heard the return of the woodland creatures, birds back in the trees, even though everything is sodden and muddy. The townspeople of Turtleback Ferry, now the inhabitants of Fort Von Frost, they go through their paces. It is just clearly the sign of people who have been disrupted, had their entire livelihood, everything that they knew stripped from them, and yet the resilience of the human spirit as they move through this fort. You see several with their heads raised, some are whistling. They look over at the five of you, and they are clearly drawing hope and strength from the presence of all of you.
Have we seen any sign of Street? He was supposed to find farmers, perhaps, amongst the people.
So it has not been so good.
Well, I was just going to say, wasn't he going to get it back to us tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
That-
Okay, I
yeah.
couldn't remember.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Sorry. Lots of information in my
Yes.
brain right now. I have a whole fort to
I was
run.
trying to remember some of it too.
Don't
Going,
worry
I
about
didn't write it down.
I have a more
Shame on me.
to run. All right, so no, you've not seen Mayor Shreve, but remember, you give him several orders. I mean,
Right.
he's trying to get artisans and be working with with Brahm and everyone to get the masonry work. He's also sending out hunters and scouts into the surrounding land. He's looking for farmers. So you've not seen him. He vanished inside the primary tower here.
Okay.
Well, I'll be off to bed.
All right.
I'll see you all in the morning. And I just sort of shuffle off kind of quietly.
Okay.
I want to make my way to the top of the tower if I can.
The top of the tower. All right. So you step into the tower. As you step in, you see it is, the door. It's a heavy wooden door that creaks as you open it. You step inside. There's a bustle of activity. The former denizens of Turtleback Ferry are wandering all around, still trying to get things settled and properly get their new home in order. You head up the stairs, step by step, going up. I don't think have we seen Redbeard today?
No.
So
He did pass in front of the camera a couple times.
Yeah.
Closely.
He doesn't get
That's
to see
the real Redbeard.
So you head up through. You still see there's one room at the second level, Alcott, where there are several injured. You see people that have limbs that are twisted, some that have been amputated, some ailing with some sort of illness. Clearly, as the floodwaters rushed through Turtleback Ferry, many were injured. They are up on that second level of this tower. There's a stench. You see several women ministering to them as best they can, but you also feel the sense of death in this room. You move to the third level, and you see the third level of this tower still has not been cleared out. There are bodies of ogres and bits of human parts stacked all on top of each other. Flies buzz around. The stench is awful as you step into this room, and you move still higher, and eventually you find yourself, there's a trapdoor above you, a wooden trapdoor. You push open, and it's actually a relief from the noxious scent. As you come to the top of the tower, you now stand atop it, and you see the last rays of the sun disappear across the horizon, and you see the moon already hanging heavy low in the sky, 3/4 full, and the chill of the air. It is, you're getting close to winter now. It's like right at the cusp of winter.
Yeah.
And the air is cold and chill.
I just walk up to the edge and I want to look out over where everybody is, sort of look at the bustle and just watch people for a moment. And then I just want to duck down into a ball on the ground and just burst into tears. And just start, I can't. I wasn't. This was supposed to be your job. I pull the sword off of my back and I lay it in front of me. I got you all dirty. Let's get you cleaned up. And I just get a little towel off and I start slowly polishing the sword. If you were here, maybe you could have saved him. Solomon didn't have to die. All I wanted to do was help. Stop the rain. I'm not a hero like you were. Just sort of polish the sword and breathe in the night air.
As you do this, you sense a disquiet, even though you know there is no sentience to the blade per se. There is a feeling of sadness, an overwhelming ennui, a depth of despair. There is darkness here.
He had a brother. We'll find him. We'll help him out. Solomon's brother needs to know. We'll learn. And eventually I'll put the sword back on my back and walk downstairs to wherever my room is, sort of shying away from any conversation and prepare my spells for the night.
All right. So he's been gone for several minutes. As he's doing this, Eamon, what are you doing?
Eamon will walk over to the schoolhouse and peer in through the window and just kind of take in how it looks.
Yeah.
Studying, see what it.
So you peer through the window. You see a fairly barren room. It looks like the walls and floors have recently been scrubbed. There are several makeshift desks. Basically, you see stumps of logs for seats and very simple tables, about 15 of them set up, and an area perhaps where a teacher might stand. No chalkboard, no books, no. It is the barest of supplies for schooling.
After he looks in there, Eamon will go to the tower and I guess find his room also. He'll have some rations for the night.
Okay. Eamon also goes to the tower. Irda.
Yera just kind of looks around at everybody moving about. And she looks at the broken section of wall. Thinks a moment. And she kind of just goes to where the opening in the wall is and kind of just sits as if almost as if she's keeping guard.
Here? Then the breach in the wall? All right, so Irda sighs and she moves over toward the base of the curtain wall where it's been broken down by the ogres that bashed it. She folds her legs. You see this, Cade. It's only you and Shalelu now still out here. Shalelu just seems to be dazed. The loss of Jakardros, the loss of Solomon, the departure of Kib, watching the horrible things that happened to Vale, all of the death and destruction. Shalelu just seems to be rocked, and she just stands there. You see Irda moves over and kneels down by the curtain wall. Both Alcott and Eamon have already moved up inside the tower. Alsa, she's bustled off somewhere inside the tower as well. Ray just sits atop your shoulder. He's been very somber. He just continues to stare down at the grave of Solomon. What do you do?
I am up on top of the tower for a while.
Yeah.
Well, what time is it?
It's dusk. It's like the night is falling. The sun is now gone. There's a 3/4 moon, as I said, in the sky, so there's some light.
Kid.
Aye.
And it's driving me nuts. I can't make this effect happen right now, but I will get that fixed by
I'll
next
play
week.
some music. We can sit.
All right. Thank you, Irda.
So you go sit by Irda?
And
Or should we call you Lord Irda?
I'm not quite sure I'm going to get used to that.
Or
But-
Lady Irda? Lord Irda?
But just thinking a moment of a simpler time in her life. She's gonna cast Summon Instrument, because it's one of my cantrips that I can cast from my bardic aspect. And instead of playing her flute like she normally does, she summons a lute and lays it on her lap and just starts to kind of play. Just something.
Oh, what about lights?
It would be really a little challenging to do both right
Oh.
now.
But the music is nice.
All right, as she begins to play,
Oh, Shalelu, would you like a spot of rum and listen to the music?
she sighs. You see she stiffens initially, and then she just slumps. Kate, I would desperately like. No, I don't want a drink. I want a flask. I want a barrel. I want all of it. And she steps over to
Well, one sip at a time, little one.
you. As you do this, you see Irda begins to play, and in moments, people start to bustle over. There are several of the townsfolk. They see you by the, and gosh, I'm so angry with my lights right now. I want to have my cool nighttime lighting, but you, as she begins to play, there is a crowd that gathers, and before you know it, it sounds like you're inside a tavern. The lute plays, and the people begin to sing, and there's just a pleasantness in the air. Clearly, they have desperately wanted some sort of relief here in Fort Von Frost, and as she begins to play, they gather round.
Can I hear that from up where I am? The music?
Yeah, you're still atop the tower, so you actually, yeah, so if you want to back up, because this is all happening simultaneously.
No, I'll just occasionally look down and just think to myself, it's the perfect lord. She'll be great at it.
Shalelu just slumps down. She holds out her hand for the flask.
I pour her a drink in the cap of the flask. You're not a pirate, Shalelu. Drink it.
She quaffs it and holds it out.
We did see what happened in the mountains. Just like,
Corruption of the innocent is Cade's specialty.
Indeed.
So soon the townspeople, they all gather around. Some of them sit down. You see elderly men. You see women. You see children. Slowly, they begin to gather. People start wandering out from the towers. I'm going to go ahead and move back to this view because I don't have enough minis, but I'm sort of theater of mind. It is the nighttime, and as the moon hangs higher and higher in the sky, it casts this silvery luminance across the walls. Irda's lute. The strings, yeah, the strings cast pleasant echoes against the walls. There are then 20, then 30, then 50. You lose count. Perhaps 70 of the former denizens of Turtleback Ferry now sit around you in multiple rows and circles. You, Cade, Shalelu, and Irda all sit at the front of this wall as the townspeople, so desperate, you see the sadness. They are cast from their homes, living fearfully amongst these cold mountains, and just this little bit of joy, this little bit of song, and the presence.
Is the music any faster so we can dance?
I could.
Irda?
Would you like me to make
Why don't we do a little bit more frivolity?
I was going to
Frivolity of the music?
I was actually going to ask you perhaps before that if you wanted to tell a tale.
Oh, a tale. What tale? Oh, I would love. Irda, I have a story to tell. Would y'all like to hear a tale?
I always like your tales.
There's a huzzah! And several of the people here in Fort Von Frost, they lift their voices. Tell us a tale, Cade! Would love to hear a tale.
I have many tales to tell, but I'll tell the tale of a certain pirate I once knew. Blackbeard. He was the pirate. He was the captain of my original.
Did you really know a pirate named Blackbeard?
I did.
as
This is
well.
all true. True.
I can actually vouch for this one. We met Blackbeard.
Aye.
That might be the first Irda vouching ever for Cade.
The truth is starting to catch up with me. So, Blackbeard was the captain of the ship I was originally on. I wasn't always a captain, but when our ship wrecked, he abandoned our ship. He abandoned all of us. And we floated on boards, made it to land. Then, well, I wasn't always a truthful person.
Really, Kate?
When
Can't tell a story with no sound. She snatches the cup from your hand.
Drink it! Alright, so, here I am. I'm with me heroes of Sandpoint as Captain Cade, Cardinal of the High Seas. My ship was Black Ghost. Then, I do think my group didn't trust me very much.
Shocking.
But I tried! And who came across? That one guy who ran off. Sully? No, that was a different guy. Remember in the fire we did the firebomb?
That was Sully.
Oh,
That was
Sully!
Sully, yeah.
Oh, yes.
You jumped in the fire to avoid telling the truth.
Yes, Sully
You
came.
threw rum in the fire and then jumped into avoid telling the
That's
truth.
right. Well, my friend Sully came one night before anybody really knew, and he was trying to tell the truth. Well, in order to get out of that, we had a little bonfire going. And so he started to say I wasn't a captain, so I threw rum in the fire.
To be fair, he had some encouragement from a very lovely lady.
True. He was under a spell, I tell you, under a spell.
I did cast a spell on him.
She needs to stop using her powers for evil. And so I threw rum in the fire. Then I jumped in the fire to avoid telling the truth. This is all very... So then, I do some crazy things sometimes. So then, oh no, we're in the tavern. And who walks in?
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard. I thought he died. He should have died. He was a horrible pirate captain, whatever.
His name was really Blackbeard! A woman yells out from the crowd.
Aye, it was. It was. I'm telling the truth. Ira.
Yes?
See, truth. 100%. Well, Blackbeard came.
What's a percent?
You'll learn. I'll teach you. All right. So, Blackbeard walks in. Oh, this is not going away. Then, he bribes me. So I can keep up.
No, you bribed him.
Oh yeah, I bribed him. That's right. Oh yes, I bribed him to keep a secret. I gave him so much gold, and he still betrayed me. He still. Oh.
He was very forthright with me.
She cast another spell.
I cast no spell on Blackbeard other than
Just
to,
your presence. Anyway, I paid Blackbeard a lot of gold. Well, you know what I did with that scoundrel? He was not a nice guy. We took him. And
As you're talking, you see a little girl, probably about 7 years old. You recognize her as one of the ones that was rescued from the flood. And she walks over and she sits next to you. Big doe eyes, brown hair. She's looking up at you as you're talking. See glistening tears in her eyes like she's rapt with attention.
give her a cup of copper. All right.
There's the heart we were looking for from Kate.
It's how Kate interacts with children.
Yeah.
Copper.
she catches them. She looks at like.
You're a good little girl. All right. One day you could be me pirate helpmate on my ship. All right. Ask your mother. All right. So we took that dirty scoundrel Blackbeard, and I shamed him. His head, his beard, everything. He became Captain No Beard, and he walked away shamed. And you know who became captain?
You pointing at the little girl?
Well, at the crowd.
Okay, all right.
Shalelu. I point at Shalelu. And do you know who became captain?
No, but for another glass of rum, I could tell you.
She was there. She knows exactly who became captain.
She downed him.
Say the name.
Cade Cardinal.
Wait. What's
Cade
okay.
Cardinal.
That's right. And I got me own ship from Miko. My ship's name. Do y'all know what my ship's name is?
I don't think that they would. We didn't really.
Of course you don't! It's a Miko's revenge. And if you all would like a ride on the ship one day, y'all are
Hopefully, it's still there.
can be on. It better be there. And Sully is my first mate, even though I jumped in the fire and threw him out. Oh, he's now me first mate on the ship.
And as Kate is talking, you notice, like, you've known Ray for quite some time. Ray just seems to be getting increasingly discouraged. He kind of slumps down on Cade's shoulder as Cade is talking. He folds his arms. When Cade says the bit about fitting all of them on the ship, you actually see this tiny little goblin. He rolls his eyes and looks off to the wall.
What?
You don't see this.
Oh.
He's on your shoulder. You don't see it. You're telling your tale. Huzzah! Several of them, they clap. There's applause.
And with that,
And with that.
and Irda picks up the tempo of the music to play something a little.
Yo, ho, yo, ho, a pirate life for me. And we start dancing.
Okay, all right. So let's see if I can get some decent. I don't have fast-playing loop music handy, so I'm gonna get it ready. You've now moved downstairs, Alcott. Eamon, you're already inside. The night continues to go on, and we now have. Let's see how this sounds. Fast-playing lute music. As it begins to play, several of the townspeople they kind of look around like uncertain of what they're supposed to do.
Kid, this is your party.
I start dancing.
All right, role play that.
What? Yo, ho, yo, ho, a pirate life for me.
Cade gets up, sloshing a bit from his rum.
No, I'm never drunk. I'm
no.
not drunk enough.
But you know, people never know whether you're playing into it or actually are. Cade gets up. Shalelu, she gets up clearly already enjoying.
I thought I
She's had 3
Oh,
good
yeah, well, that's me fault.
She grabs your arm, Cade.
All right, I dance with her.
All right,
Oh.
you start spinning around. You see this. What are you doing, Irda?
I'm just really happy that they're kind of making peace for the moment.
In Loots for Oots. In moments, there is a sense of levity. The townspeople of Turtleback Ferry, whose entire existence has been wiped out by the floodwaters, by the demonic influence of Lucretia, by these strange and malevolent forces up in the Hook Mountains, the sisters, the giants, it's been too much for them. Just the sound of a pleasant string, the joy of a bit of dance. In moments, there are dozens of them, their feet slipping in the mud, sloshing around as they try to dance with one another, men twirling their women, women smacking men that shouldn't be twirling them, children dancing around, and there is a frivolity underneath the moon that glows down on Fort Von Frost, even as some are trampling over the top of the ground where Solomon was buried. And yet, it is joy. It is as though the death of the Baron has brought joy to the people. And as you dance and you twirl and you sing deep into the night, it is the first time in many, many days you have felt peace. Anyone else doing anything before you retire for the night?
I would, once kind of everybody starts dispersing, I'd just release the spell that the loot disappears. And then I will, as I'll start heading toward the quarters that were set aside for me, and I will kind of greet, people as I go, just to see how they're doing, talk to them. Just, checking on everyone, making sure that they're okay as well as okay can be in this time. And then I will continue on to my room. I will do my prayers to Sarenrae, and then I will rest.
Cade, you receive 100. You get an advantage from Tim for rallying the people. Irda, as you do this, you're talking to people. You sense that you're being followed.
All right. I will look around, see if I spot
You turn
anything.
around and you see the little girl that was sitting by Cade's feet. She's trailing behind you. Her brown hair kind of tousled in the wind, big doe eyes looking up at you. She stops when she sees you look back at her.
Hello, little one.
Is it true?
What?
You are the... Do they call it a lord or a lady when you run a castle and you're a girl?
I don't really know. I guess either. I would not know. I am learning as I go.
I would like to call you the lady of the castle. I think that's very nice. I didn't know a girl could do that. I would like to be a lady of a castle one day. Do you think I could?
I think anything is possible. I was a farmer.
Farmer?
Mm-hmm.
She looks down like she's considering, and then you see a big smile that breaks out on her face. Like you've given her hope. She nods at you and she giggles a little bit, and then she darts off toward the palisade. The night passes uneventfully. All of you, you get a full night of rest. This is not a comfortable inn, so we're going to call this 2 hit points of healing if you had any further damage. All of your spells and abilities come back. But in the morning, you're all residing in this tower here. You all have comfortable accommodations. Each of you have a room inside the tower. All of these rooms are on the 2nd floor. And as the first rays of light begin to peek through the window, you're all awakened.
Uh-oh.
You're all awakened by the sound of Mayor Shreed's voice, and it is a shrill Shreed voice. Oh, wake up! Wake up!
Yes.
Heroes!
Yes.
So you all kind of you're all in the same place. He's right outside your doors. He knocks on all the doors as he's running around.
Goodness.
You each open the doors. You see the mayor. He's standing there. His hair is kind of standing on end. He's clearly just woken up. Bags under his eyes. He looks utterly disheveled. I did as you said. The scouts. They were out.
What's wrong?
Giants! There are giants coming. They said they're less than an hour away. They were out in the forest and they saw several of them coming toward the fort. They're going to be here soon.
All right. Let us prepare.
The fort!
Do we know how many giants there are?
He ran as quickly as he could. He said there were at least 3 of them.
All right. How many men do we have prepared to fight?
With weapons and armor?
No, with toothpicks and dancing. Yes, with weapons and armor.
Perhaps 5?
Five is better than nothing. Yes, okay.
5? That's all you have?
They have no armor. They have
They're
no
not-
weapons. They need steel.
We
They told you
need
they tin and
iron,
iron.
yeah.
Like everything has
Oh
to
my
be.
goodness. What an Amazon here.
All right.
Golly.
Let us calm down. Let us find. Okay. So, get the men together. We all need to prepare.
Do we have catapults?
Kate, we have nothing. Focus.
That guy, like Shreed looks at you like.
Like, come here! Anything!
We could catapult you off the tower.
Wow!
But no. Okay, so we need to get the men together that we can get together. Get all of the people who cannot fight into the most protected areas of the fort.
Again.
I've got to figure out what that is.
It's anytime you type.
I type something
Enter.
in here, so I got it's like every time I type, I got
There must be a keybind that you have
Yeah,
set.
there's. I don't. I wonder if is there something on this mouse? Let me see here. No, it's not that. I don't know what that is. Sorry, everybody. He says,
Wait, you cannot count on it being an hour. The scout, he ran back. He said an hour. It depends on the speed with which they move.
And giant, big steps. All right, just get ready, everyone. But yes, you get everybody who cannot fight into a protected area. Keep them safe. That is your one job right now. And calm down. You have to have the strong face in front of these people. It is very important that you keep them calm. We do not need hysteria right now.
He's a little high-strung for a mayor, don't you think?
you see, he looks down. He shoots a dirty glare at Cade.
I'm sorry. In Turtleback, we never had these things. The black arrows, they always protected us.
Well, the black arrows are gone now. You have to step up and do your job.
Go ahead and roll d20 for me, please.
All right.
Do you need a quick swig of rum to calm your nerves?
Cade's solution to everything.
All right.
It works sometimes.
Do I add anything to this?
Just give me your base roll. I know what that is.
19.
Your base roll's a 19?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you see at your words, he looks, his back stiffens, he pulls back his disheveled hair, and he nods at you.
Yes. Quite right. You're quite right.
And he rushes down the stairs.
And as he's rushing away with his back turned, I cast prestidigitation on him to kind of make him look a little more presentable as he's going off.
Well played.
At least he's encouraged, and now at least he might be a little encouraging to others. All right.
I take a swig of rum. I need
Just a
some
few moments, and
liquid courage.
Irda goes into her room and begins to don all of her armor and her.
All right,
Eamon
Cade.
would do the same because it would have been off for the night.
All right, so Eamon and Irda equip themselves with armor. Cade equips himself with a predictable swig of rum. And Shalelu, she sighs, she gets up, she pulls out several arrows, gets her bow ready. What are you doing, Eamon? I mean, Alcott?
I'm brushing my teeth. That's not a joke. I have in the medieval times, they would actually use rough pieces of cloth and just rub them against their teeth. So I'm doing that, tying my hair up in a knot, and preparing my spells for the day. I want to see if I can get one more spell out of this book before we go out. I want to try and get Vampiric Touch out of Ball's book. So it's DC 13 to understand it.
You gonna use advantage or no?
I have a plus 17, so I really don't have to.
As long as he doesn't roll.
As long as I don't roll a 1.
Okay, all right.
And then, so I succeed on that, and then I need to roll a DC 15 to prepare it for the day.
Okay.
So in theory, I could cast it, but I want it in my spellbook, and I succeed on that as well. So it's in my head. I just need to, by the end of the day, write it down.
Okay. All right. So you have that. You did all that sort of.
Yeah, I did it
prior,
before he
prior,
probably even
that's
came
right.
up.
Yeah, exactly. So you did all that prior.
I got to sleep earlier than everybody else.
You all, you clatter down the steps of the tower. You see people rushing in. Some were in unprotected areas, perhaps in the palisade, which is not completed yet. There, you see Mayor Shreed ushering them all into the towers and the fortifications of the walls. You step out into the dim light of dawn. The chill in the air is frigid. There's frost on the ground. The mud is frozen. You see several bleary-eyed men with makeshift armor and weapons as they are walking around. There are, in fact, 5 of them walking around as you come out, and they look uncertain of themselves. They look at you as though they want instruction. You see the breach in the wall yawning as though taunting you with the danger that you know is coming. This breach, the wall broken down in Fort Von Frost. The men standing around milling. Everyone else has gone inside. So it is the 5 of you, including Shalelu, these 5 men and none others.
All right, so we do not want these giants to take down any more walls, and we cannot let them through this opening in the wall here. So we need to move out, and we need to be prepared to fight.
How many of you can shoot bows?
You see 3 of them are holding bows. 2 of them have swords and spears.
They should take to the towers.
3 of you, 1 on the main gate, the other 2 on the side towers. They do not get past the forest line.
Yes. So they begin running. You see one here runs up the stairs on the side of the wall, begins darting up the parapet. One over here doing the same. Chris,
Take
go
a
ahead and
really
put him
deep
up
breath
there.
after I shouted that hard. And
One runs inside. You saw there were some stairs inside here. He runs inside and starts moving up.
I look at the other 2. Bridge. The moat is the last resort.
Perhaps.
You see one standing there. He's holding a sword. He's about 5'8", 5'9", not very tall. He's got a misshapen conical helmet on his head, patchwork leather armor. You want me to go out there?
Perhaps.
You don't want them in here.
Perhaps we use the hole in the gate, or the hole in the wall to our advantage.
We encourage them to enter?
We don't want them in the fort.
Encourage them to enter, but if you can fight one at a time.
That's why I'm saying the bridges.
They could step over the river.
The river's gotten a little deeper since last time they were here.
They're giants.
These men are like they're starting to shake.
I think it's better for us to take formation in the direction that the giants are coming, outside of the walls. I do not wish to bring them anywhere inside here. And that
We've dealt
includes
with
the 2 of
giants
them.
before.
Yes.
It's nothing new.
Right.
And I look at the 2 men. We have nothing to fear here. We are powerful, and you have us.
What do you mean we have nothing to fear? You're sending me out on the bridge?
No, they should come with us.
Oh, absolutely.
So, both of you, with us. We are moving out of the fort. The ones on the walls will fire arrows if they see the giants come into view. We need to take our positions and guard outside and block the access to the hole in the walls.
All right. So you say this. Tell me what you're doing.
So
they're following you and Alcott now, Irda.
Irda is just going to lead way out and take position kind of
Out here?
Yeah, around
Okay,
there.
sort of in front of the gates. All right, so the 2 men with you. Alcott, where are you going?
Honestly, for now, I'm going to get up on... I think I'm going to get up on here.
All right, so in moments you see this bowman is up here. Alcott, you move to do the same. So now you're going up those stairs.
I will be
Chris,
your
go
eye
ahead
on
and
the
move him
sky.
up on the tower.
Good.
We're going to move this
And I
one
can get
up
there
on the
when I
tower.
want to.
Cade, what are you doing?
I'm going with Irda.
All right, Cade's out with Irda. Shalelu, you see, she steps up on to the broken wall, and she scrabbles up and takes a position here with her bow in her hand. That leaves you, Eamon. What are you doing?
I will go out with Irda also.
All right, so there are 5 of you there. Go ahead and arrange as you like. You see there is some broken ground here. There's some light tree cover around the front of the fort. Go ahead and position all of you as you would like to be.
Irda's gonna let the wings out, and she's gonna fly up just a little bit so that she can see if she can spot the giants coming at all.
And yes, we have Irda with wings. And
So good.
this is so stinking cool. She flies up just a bit to get an angle. All right, what's everyone? Position everyone else where they're supposed to be.
And I'm doing the same when I get up to the top, by the way. I'm making I want to see if I can see them.
Okay. All right.
I will stand next to, but slightly in front of.
All right, here. So I'm going to let you go ahead and do that.
There, yeah.
So go ahead and move.
Nice thing
Eamon,
about a table that can turn.
Yeah.
where you want him to do.
Yep.
Cade, go ahead and.
I
Please,
feel like I should. That's
Kate.
where I should be too.
You see, you're happy where you're at.
I think so.
All right, and then Irda, do you want to give any further instruction to the two guards that are standing on either side, or do you like where they're at?
All right, so I think just since they're actually carrying the spears, correct?
Oh, I mean, I had this thought anyway, but I just thought.
Yeah.
I have a rope. What if me and one of the guards take the rope? 'Cause you know I got twin arm, and we kind of do a line, maybe.
Row?
Yes.
And then lift.
Uh-huh.
I see what they're saying. Yes, that's a good idea. So, Cade, you have the rope on you.
You like to rope giants.
I do. I do. When you got one arm, you gotta become very creative.
All right. So I would say then you take your rope, give the other end to whichever the guards. Take positions kind of out of sight for right now.
Okay.
So that's we can maybe trip them up.
Yes.
Okay.
And would you allow me to make a perception check to try and see if I
Yeah,
can
I'm
see
going to
these
have
guys?
both you and Irda make perception checks.
Okay, I'm going to do it as advantage. Wait, do I need
And you
to?
did get an advantage from Pinhead.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, Panhead,
Thank you.
thank you.
I have a plus 18 to perception, so
I'm probably
I'm
gonna
just
use an advantage as
I'm just
well.
gonna use an advantage. Would rather see something than not, if possible. That's 30.
And I'm at a 25.
All right, and yeah, you've got a little advantage because you're even a little bit higher than she is. So you both can see the heads of giants traipsing through the trees.
Are they coming from?
They're
this
coming.
direction?
They're coming. Yeah, kind of straight this direction.
All right.
Like they're headed toward the river, and you can see there are.
How tall do they look?
They're of varying heights, but you see, you know, from this distance it's hard to judge, but they're probably at least 15 feet tall.
Okay.
And you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
Great.
They are surrounding the fort, traipsing through trees. They know exactly where they're going. You see them making a beeline.
All right. This is a lot of. Oh no!
Oh, sorry.
The giants got
All right. I'm going
The
to
giants
call.
arrive.
I'm going to call up. All right, everyone. We've got 5 giants incoming.
It'd
so
really be nice
prepare.
if we had backup somewhere.
Oh, Serenade. This will be a day. All right. Everyone, ready yourselves. If we die today, we do it to save these people.
I don't want to die.
But if we do it, it's for these people. We do not let them through these walls. That's
Aye, aye, Captain.
Hi. The two guards on either side. Alcott, are you doing anything as you see
Have they
this?
emerged from the forest yet?
Not yet. But you can hear the crashing of trees and the crunching of feet. You hear the footsteps, giant footsteps in the soil.
How tall is the wall?
Oh, this wall here? It's pretty much the scale, so it's a
Yeah.
good sort of 18 to 20 feet tall.
Okay, I walk over to the side of the bridge overhang that I'm at that's toward the broken piece of the wall.
Uh-huh.
I look down. Okay, we're gonna have some fun. Sorry, let me flavor
You're
this
good.
So we have Alcott. Alcott is right here for all of our viewers. He's on the right side of this gate tower.
I pull out a bit of fleece in my hand and I rub it between them. I focus for a second. I say, oh, I hope this works. I hope it helps. Magnus Ephagia. And the wall, vroom, is fixed visually. Major image, I've cast it. And as much as I can, I fill the wall with archers standing on top of it with their arrows pointed.
All right.
in
I
that
love that.
direction.
So read the spell description,
It is-
so I can give an adjudication of what you actually are doing with it. 'Cause I think the repair of the breach, depending on the radius of the spell and range.
40 feet by 40 feet plus 10 per level, so 120 feet by 120 feet is an area I can affect.
Okay, and the range is.
I can cast it up to, like, what's 40 times 8? 320,
Okay. All right,
720 feet away from me.
gotcha. All right, so you said it's 40 by 40.
Well, it's 120 by 120
because
is
it's
what I can
level.
affect.
All right, yeah, all right. So and then read the rest of the effect because you're wanting
Basically, it's like silent image. I can create a very extremely realistic image, but it also has sound, heat effects. It can move as I will it, and it stays for, I believe, as long as I want it to, because it's concentration. So it is fixed in the eyes of the giants, and there are archers covering the walls.
Okay.
And they are shouting, they start a chant. Von Frost! Von Frost! Von
Well played. Okay.
And you just hear it echoing into the forest from the distance. As you all start to march forward, you look behind you to see the wall fixed
And
with archers atop
as
it.
the cheers start, I'm gonna start playing my raging song, so everyone gets the effects of the raging song.
All right. As he casts the spell, I'm trying not to
rage.
put the tower in anybody's face. You see, all of you see this. There is suddenly a glimmering of light, and the breach in the curtain wall vanishes. Shalelu now stands, it appears, atop a completely sealed and of utter integrity wall, and there are, along with Shalelu, several archers that stand atop the wall, looking down as they chant, Von Frost,
of it.
Von Frost, Von Frost. And it is even as this happens that you see the last. What's that?
The turntable keeps turning.
Oh, I know. I think it's slightly outweighted here, so we'll have to figure
Yeah.
out a way to do that. Maybe put a stop on it or something. That's future improvements. We're always leveling up here at Blue Box. But you see several archers atop that wall as the giants come crushing through the forest. We're gonna need initiative.
All right.
Who was on that last?
I'm trying to think.
I think it was Eamon.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Was it me?
I think
think
it
so.
was.
Oh boy.
You got it.
That's not bad.
I mean,
A 2?
it could be worse.
Roll
two?
low.
Oh yeah, it could be worse by 1.
A 2, all right? And the DM has a 4. We use group party initiative here at Blue Box. It's old school, kind of first edition, second edition, even though we run 3.5. We like that old sort of party initiative. It simplifies things, keeps the combat moving, and also makes the initiative very, very important.
So are all of our guys going to go after us?
Yes.
Okay, good. I wanted to shout some orders. I'm feeling very official.
All right, so
And I
you
start
someone's
chanting
gonna
Von
look
Frost
Yeah.
with the people behind me. I'm very in the.
see
Oh, they're ugly.
these massive giants start bursting through the trees. You hear the cracking of the trees all around you. Splinters fly. They rip branches from them, destroying the terrain
Don't
around.
destroy the trees.
Well, we needed lumber, so.
One of them here has a massive boulder in his hands. You hear 2 more coming behind.
When do we do the rope?
They look taller. They all stop here.
No, they need to be running.
They all stop here, and they start pulling up bits of branch and rocks and hurling them at you.
Well, that was not the plan.
Yeah, but they don't care about the plan.
Yeah, they don't know the plan.
They got initiative.
All right, so the first one hurls a rock at Eamon. Eamon, remind me of your armor class, please.
It's 21 normally, but right now it's 20 because I
20
took
because,
the
all right,
score.
so, yes, a giant boulder, like bigger than your shoulder width, is hurled at you. You dodge as best you can, but it's hurled with such speed and force, it strikes your shoulder. You feel a crunch, a sickening thud, You take 18 points of damage as it slams into you, spins you around. This one, standing next to him, pulls up a huge piece of tree branch. As he does so, he hurls it at this guard. Hold on, let me grab tree branch
we're losing
here.
a little landlubber, I think.
Well,
Let me pull out tree branch here. I know I have. That one's a little bit
really is
big.
a cavalier right now, guys.
He hurls the tree branch and. Oh.
Oh, you killed the landlubber, did ya? Oh, he's rolling more dice.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You see this huge tree stump fly through the air. It hits him. You hear a sickening crunch. You see his head snap back at the neck. His body is flung lifeless and limp to the ground. Let me see if it goes to the side of the wall where the illusion is. No, it hits the main part of the bridge wall, and he slams against the ground. All right? Yes, will you say something?
I was going to say, did those guys get my raging song, the inspired rage from it?
They did, yes,
Okay,
they
okay.
did.
I just want
Apparently didn't help.
I'm going
The
to take
final
that.
remaining
Constitution
one,
modifier.
he has a huge rock in his hands. You hear two more coming from behind in the forest, crunching through the trees. The final one standing there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He hurls it right at Irda. Irda, remind me of your armor class, please.
23.
23.
Oh no.
The rock's gonna hurt.
No, he just
He
critted.
just crit.
The rock's gonna hurt real bad.
How big is that boulder?
Fly swattable. It's okay.
As I
You're very
consult,
I would get mad at Tim, but he
The
gave
tables.
me 2 advantages today, so oh well. Such is the case with the crit. Where's Tim's?
Where's my die? Hold on, I lost it.
what was that I just missed? Oh, roll again.
Someone followed it.
Oh, hey, Danito D20, thank you for joining. You're a part of the most elite chat group in the world, the Mad Chatters. All right. As this giant, he takes this massive stone. It's wicked looking. It's a huge boulder, bits of mud and lichen stuck to the side of it. He's got broad shoulders. As he pulls it back over his head, he slings it. It is aiming straight toward Irda's skull. His hands slip off of it from the lichen and the mud, and the stone drops straight on his head. It was not a crit. It was a fumble. Strikes him on the head, and he staggers. Oh, he is stunned for 2 rounds.
Oh, wait a minute! Do I see this? I see this!
Everybody
I take
sees
the roll!
this, yes. Everybody sees this, yes. All right.
There's one more left, right?
There's 2 more.
There's 2
giants,
more here
but
and
they're
2
not
more
here.
coming, yes, but they don't get to attack this round. They're
Oh,
still
great.
Yeah, so that's it for them.
Question.
Yes.
Could I have cast mage armor before we entered the fight here? Because I knew
Oh,
something
yeah,
was going to happen.
absolutely, yes. You could have, should have. I'll allow you to do that now. You had plenty of time to do that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. You have the 3 here. This one's stunned.
He's staggering! I noticed that!
Yes.
I
he's
take the
stunned.
rope!
All right. You're here with the rope?
With me guy.
All right. This guy.
Yes.
And-
And we go and entangle him.
So, let me get this straight. You're motioning for this guy to try to run. All right. So hold on. You know what an attack.
He's got to be smarter than this.
You know what an attack of opportunity is, right? So,
Yes.
So you know if you send him between these 2,
Oh crap!
he is going to
Oh.
get pummeled by this giant.
Yeah.
You're smart enough to know that, Kate.
Shoot.
The rest of the denizens inside of Fort Von Frost hide inside the towers and the hovels. You see the illusory archers up here with the real archers, which include Shalelu. This one above the tower. This one here standing beside Alcott. And this one on the opposite tower.
Okay, well,
What are you going to do, Kate?
I take my sword because I see him stumbling. I'm on this side, so I'm gonna go
All right, that's easy for you to close.
Yes.
That's only about 8 feet.
Yes.
You get a full round of attacks. Go ahead.
Huzzah! And I will use advantages.
Hold on, I'm trying not to obscure Alcott's face here. My rotating table is fantastic, except when it rotates right in front of people's faces.
I take a swig of rum because I have rage powers.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. All right, we're gonna use the jade and the blue. Use an advantage. Come on. 20, 20. I drink rum. Let's go. Dang it. 26.
26. That is a hit.
Huzzah. And my next one, I'm going to do Vital Strike. Come on. Oh my gosh. My dice are just sucking junk.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Watch your mouth there. All right, so.
The second one is 23.
Those both hit. He's stunned.
Oh, he's stunned. Okay,
he's
yeah.
stunned. He's like
Okay.
he's just dropped a stone on his head. So that's definitely a hit. Let me rotate this around and try to get this thing to stop sliding.
Okay.
Roll your damage, Kate.
This is for the first one.
Sucking
Oh my-
drunk. That's right, Ranger. Kate swearing like a sailor.
Okay, so my first. That's terrible. The first one's 7. And on Vital Strike. Oh my gosh.
You double that.
11.
All right, so a total of 18.
Yes.
All right, you slash twice with your blade, the rum burning warm in your throat.
Better.
We now go to Irda.
All right. So, are they fairly grouped up right now, like close together?
Yeah, they're pretty similar to what you see
time for
displayed
glitter.
here. So I'd say
No.
these two are right next to each other. This one's about 8 feet away. So we're going to call the total distance between them about 25 feet.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. If he's about 8 feet away from these two, I'm going to remove from my components pouch. I'm going to use spell canning, but from my components pouch, I'm going to pull out some sulfur and bat guano, and I'm going to smack them together and point toward kind of the center here, and I'm going to cast Fireball.
Oh, I want
Man, I wish I had that spell.
I want fireballs!
Nothing like sulfur and bat guano. What a great description. And so what is the DC? I'm going to say this guy, he has no reflex save.
Reflex save,
He's stunned,
half.
so you got him full.
So
the other two,
it's a DC, hold on, 17.
17.
And
okay.
I'm going to disadvantage the other two using advantages to disadvantage.
All right, I'm not gonna counteract that with advantage just yet.
Thank you.
All right, so
Pinning.
for the first.
Thank you.
Hey, Turbo Rad Knights! Welcome to the Mad Chatters. This is the
Fireball
most
evocation.
elite. No, not D&D channel, but it's the most elite group of chatters. This comment group is amazing, and hope you enjoy being part of what they do. Okay, and.
Final!
Okay, these two completely engulfed. This one, even with his
need more.
disadvantage,
I'll need
16
8
and
total.
an 18 on the die, he leaps behind this tree, so he's going to take half damage.
But it'll catch anything that's flammable on fire as well. in
Yeah,
the
so
area.
that tree's going to be going up in smoke, as is this one.
And I was trying to keep it back so I didn't catch my allies in the
Yes.
Yeah, so,
Good.
yeah, you'd be fine.
10,
Okay.
15,
Pretty good spread.
21, 28, 22,
Thank you
25.
very much, Pat. We have Irda with 2 more advantages being replaced.
you.
Thank you, Manda.
So that's 25 points of damage from the fireball.
25 point. So you see a thin little ball of fire that blossoms into something much larger. It detonates right in the midst of the 3 giants.
I've always wanted to do that.
Flame erupts, and again, I'm upset I don't have my lighting, but flame does erupt and consumes this tree. Suddenly, the limbs, the leaves, everything singeing. These two giants both let out guttural cries. This one ducking behind the tree. You still see the side of his arm is blackened, and they all take damage from it. A mighty, mighty blow.
And for my swift action, I'm going to nope, that's the thing. I'm going to the swift action, right? Yeah, it is. I'm going to the one who avoided it. I'm going to turn my glance to him, and I'm going to say, "And in the name of Serenray, you will not be missed, sir. I smite you!" And I smite evil on that guy.
Ooh, all right, so you're smiting this one here, correct?
Yep.
All right. You use your smite.
For him, my AC is now a 27.
You feel the divine
That's
attunement
bonus of
to his
smiting.
being. It's almost as though you know every fiber of his thoughts. You sense the malevolent evil from his being, and the holy power of Serenray courses through your veins. We're going to go now to Eamon. You're here.
I'm
so
there.
can you see there that this one's behind the tree?
Behind the tree.
And then these two have just been engulfed in flame.
So I can reach him. How many attacks will I be able to get in on him?
You're going to get your full attacks. Yeah, you're again. This is about 8 feet.
Both?
So this, yeah, there's no. But this tree erupts in flame. You step past it. The heat blazons off the side of the tree. You see the giant. He's burned, but he's already got a huge club in his hand as you come around the corner.
I don't like clubs.
No, you don't.
Alright, so this, sorry, OOC. This first time I've actually had both my attacks. So, can you cast, you can cast 2 spells?
No.
Just one
One
spell.
spell.
One spell
per round.
Yeah,
Per round.
a spell takes a full round.
Yeah.
Multiple attacks only
okay,
apply to
okay.
melee attacks or missile.
Then, yeah,
Or
for
if you have a swift action that you can do.
for my first
Or a spell that's part of an attack.
Yes.
I'm going to use an advantage and swing my sword.
Okay, roll to hit.
And actually, I'm going to use Frigid Touch
Ooh.
with that swing of my sword.
Nice.
Oh, that one went all the way to the floor. I'll have to roll that again.
I'm livid. Where's my d20?
But, all right, so.
Very good, both rolls.
17, 6 is,
23.
oh gosh, 23, yeah.
23. Coming around that corner. Your blade screeches off a plate of armor on the side of his body. It's like sort of a makeshift piece of plate strapped on with leather. Does not penetrate.
Okay, well, I will swing again with advantage also. Oh, that is a natural 20.
A natural. Now you gotta roll to convert. Roll to confirm,
do
please.
it.
Confirm.
At advantage.
Advantage for that.
Also,
You have plenty to
yes.
spend.
Oh, that's a 10 plus a 1, so it's 11.
With your advantage,
With
Yeah.
my advantage,
that
yes.
is not a crit. That is just
It's still a hit,
hit.
so if this would stand. And that's 7.
Does that
7
include
points
the
of
strength
damage
bonus from my
plus.
raging song?
That's the second attack, so 16. So
Oh, you get a strength
or
bonus.
16,
Did you
13.
get a
Strength bonus from my raging song? Because you should
Oh,
have.
I didn't.
You need
I
to
didn't.
add that.
I forgot about it.
I don't think it would have made the difference, but
It
you
was
do.
4.
Yeah.
It would have made it
But
15.
on the
15,
first
yeah, so
attack.
you know.
On the
that's-
first one, it would have been a.
Yeah, but you know,
27.
he missed.
27.
He missed. Wait, on the
first attack would have been a
Oh, the
27.
first attack. Oh, that would have been a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
that was
fine.
my
then.
bad.
No, it's fine. You can roll. I'll accept that. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So-
Roll damage on that attack as
It
well.
kind of
so-
went quickly at the start of combat.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
already
I
heard
was-
it.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
was
so
trying to-
the damage on the first one.
We need
just
everything we can
The
get.
blade is 15,
All right.
and
I believe, let me go back because I was looking at that earlier. I did cast it already.
Fun amount
I
of
think
damage.
it's, yeah, I think it's 4 G6.
Phantom gave you another
Yes.
advantage too, by the way.
Okay.
And it causes the target to be staggered for 1 round.
Ooh, staggered. Very nice. Okay.
5.
Your blade sinks in. You slice a huge chunk from his thigh.
13. So
13,
13
okay.
on the frigid touch.
Use that.
Yeah.
We'll share it.
Okay. There is a. You slice the chill
two
from
of
your
them?
blade.
Okay.
You see crystals of ice form on the cut in his thigh as you slash him. The second blow?
The second blow I had already rolled, or you want me to re-roll the damage?
Damage, yes.
All right, re-roll that. That's
good.
6 plus 6, 12.
And the strength from
Oh,
the...
plus the strength is, yeah.
So it'd be
12 plus
14.
16.
16. All right.
Yeah.
All right, 2 mighty blows. You hear the giant
got
stagger
advantage
back.
on
Now we're going to go to Shalelu. She fires 2 arrows at this one. One of them hits. You see an arrow thunks right underneath his shoulder here as he's lifting the club toward Alcott.
Shalelu.
He's just
Amen.
Amen. Yeah, he's taken a lot of
You
damage.
better not be lifting that club toward me.
You see blood streaming all over his body.
Have you
This
gone?
guy's this guy.
Oh, it's my turn, right?
Yeah, correct. But hold on. So let's go because this is melee combatants first. Spellcasters will always go last.
But I thought PCs always went before NPCs.
No,
Okay.
no, that's not. No, not in my games. Like I'm gonna. It's gonna. Like, if it's a melee NPC, they're gonna go before the
I was just-
spellcaster. Yeah. So he leaps forward at the one that's stunned here. As he does so, he provokes an attack of opportunity. This one is not stunned.
Oh no.
You keep critting your own NPCs?
Which one is it? The fumble or...
All right, the tables come out again.
Is it a fumble or a crit? Depends on
I
which
don't know.
one he looks at.
He laughed.
I
so-
do have updated crit tables from Tim, and fumbled. I just haven't put it all in one guide yet. So
Okay, so it's a fumble. Hopefully.
We hope.
Hopefully. I don't want
golly,
to lose another
I
card
am-
so soon.
I am so. My dice are not doing well today. That's my second.
Just give
That's
you
my
an advantage.
second one, and then I rolled a nat 4 on the confirmation, which did in fact make it a fumble. He swings, but even as he's doing so, his body is smoking and smoldering from Irda's fireball. He brings his club down. He misses utterly. His follow through is terrible, and he stumbles to the ground and rolls. He's trying to drag himself up out of the soil. He drops and rolls. He's trying to drag himself up out of the soil, but clearly stunned. Even as this happens, these 3 archers all release their blows, their arrows rather.
Hit.
This guy misses both shots. There we go. Now the dice are working for me. That guy misses both shots. The one atop the opposite tower.
They need better
You have
training.
that in training. You can want to kill the
He hits the one, rolling stunned on the ground, puts an arrow in his back. Thunk. It looks like a tiny quill. You know, the arrow looks insignificant, but it still does strike, and it punches through. Now we go to Alcott.
And I'm wanting to do this kind of for flavor reasons.
Oh,
I'll take it.
Can you ban Steve, please?
I will not.
Says that,
One wild is banned.
does that mean we can get an
Heckling the
advantage?
DM. What's that? Sorry.
Can we get an advantage then, since you're not going to say it?
Yes.
Who wants it?
I have
What are we
11.
rolling? It says random. We should roll a dice.
Okay, D4?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll roll the d4
Okay.
here. Let's go. Here we go. So I'm gonna roll d8 and divide by 2 since I was close. 4, 2. So you.
Great.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay. I want to.
No, we like you
I
for
want
a
to
while.
imagine that a lot of this is the archer fires happening fairly simultaneously because
Yeah, it's all thump,
I
thump,
wanted
thump.
to shout, aim, ready? Magicus Telum, and I'm gonna do the 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna shoot my magic missiles down near the base of the wall, and then over as the major image looks like the archers are firing. I want my magic missiles to follow their arrows and actually hit that giant.
Well
Fire!
played, well played. So
And I kind of want
cleverly
all of the
done.
arrows to rain at the same. So these guys and Shirley and everybody, they're all firing at the same time. I want them to all fire at him. Though.
All at this guy.
My
All right,
magic
roll-
missiles all hit
Roll your
him.
damage, please.
So that is 4d4. That is
6.
And you all see this. You see these fiery crimson
Plus
bolts of energy.
6. So
fly out.
14.
14?
14.
Oh.
Yeah, so their arrows almost look like fire tips.
They sizzle. They stick in him right behind the arrows. It's actually a remarkable effect. He staggers. He looks like he's barely holding on. And it's at that moment you see the other two giants come bursting through the trees.
Of course.
These are not hill giants.
No.
These are stone giants.
Oh my god.
Driving them ahead with whips on their sides
That's
and
not-
massive spears
that's not nice.
behind them. And as the stone giants burst through, they let out a horrible roar. You feel the bowels of the men atop the parapets quivering.
My
There's a
bowels
bit
are
of
quivering.
wailing. And we're going to stop there for tonight. Giants just left.
I was hoping to really intimidate them.
Well, you still can.
Because they're rolling on the ground on fire, he's got arrows stuck in him.
well,
all right,
yeah,
we got
you
this.
Just,
We're doing good.
So we'll get back to that
And
next time.
paid initiative's going to be to you next time.
That's right.
Yes.
You've got
And I need to write down the
initiative next time.
advantage.
And we
that I
have
got.
3 giveaways, so don't leave us. We're giving away a Blue Box mug. These are the top giveaways tonight. We got the Blue Box mug.
Get the
This thing
poll
is
ready.
awesome. I mean, you're not going to get the one I've been
Cast
drinking out of all
course.
day. No, you'll actually get a new one. So you're going to get a Blue Box mug. Then we're going to do the Blue Box mouse pad. Third of these we've given away. This thing is really cool. You can kind of see it there. It's all a smooth surface. It's a matte finish. It's a great mouse pad. And then the first ever embroidered Blue Box hat. Adjustable hat. Logo on the right side on this black hat. Really cool. It's not a snapback. It's an adjustable strap. And we're going to give this away. So those 3 giveaways are coming. And let's do the mug first. Type / mug.
And I'm getting the poll ready for
And
stream
we're going to get
MVP.
ready for our stream MVP. Now, the only one we're going to roll for today on the giveaway will be the hat. When I run the Nightbot, whoever pops up first on their name, they get the mug. And then the mouse pad. Now, why am I doing this today? Don't expect this regularly on Blue Box. We typically do at most 1 giveaway per stream. Sometimes we don't do a giveaway. Today, we have done 5 as a DM mea culpa for the horrible cacophony of mistakes on Tuesday night where I could not even get audio to work on my new machine. But I think all of you see it was well worth it because the stream was rock solid, smooth, great video
Great.
and audio today. I think we have really leveled up here, so hopefully you guys feel it was worth it. It certainly cost a bit of coin to make this happen, but I'm appreciative to all of you. And as we do the first one, hey, Ultra Fart Lord, we haven't seen you in a while, sir. Welcome.
What a name.
Yes.
Oh yes, we always celebrate Ultra
UFL.
Fart Lord. Great name. All right, so let me kick off our closing victory music, and we're gonna have the first giveaway, which is our mug, and the winner of the mug is.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you,
I'm
man.
glad you enjoyed yourself.
I thought it was
We
great. In the
did
chat, we
too.
had a lot of fun.
What'd she say? Don't listen to us. I'm glad you. It's just my frustration. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I don't like sucking. and I suck.
Mog.
All right.
I want the mog.
Here we go. Type mug. Last chance. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, ! Mug. 1.
And
The winner is
Pinhead.
Pinhead.
So that's the mug for Pinhead.
Yeah, Pinhead. Now, Pinhead, you don't have a mug already, do you? Oh, I'm sorry, Sir and Reddy, you didn't get it, but there's 2 more giveaways, so stay
wife.
with us.
My wife missed the giveaway.
Yeah.
You'll get the next one. There's 2 more, honey.
There's two more. So this is a
Video
special
lag.
day.
So
on
the
Blue
next
Box.
one is the mouse pad.
Yeah, next one is the mouse pad.
Whoops.
All right, so you're gonna type exclamation point mouse.
And then-
No pad, just exclamation point mouse for the mouse pad.
Penhead does not have a mug.
Yeah, all right,
Sweet.
good. So Pinhead, you got one coming. And if I think I already have his mailing info as well. If I don't, get on our Discord. Send it to me in a DM.
Discord.
But this is the mouse pad. It's a Blue Box mouse pad. It is really nice. Matte finish. It's our special compunction giveaway that we have today. And we're going to give you just a few seconds, and then we're going to do our stream MVP and our final giveaway, which is our hat.
And I have the poll ready for once.
Let's give them another minute to get their types in for the mouse, exclamation point mouse. Reminder, tonight, I didn't tell you this, sorry. Tonight, I will be on briefly for a while with Jay on his stream. That's going to be 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern, talking about our favorite monsters in D&D. So check out Lord Gazumba tonight. I'll be on his stream for a little bit, and he's got a really good cast. And we have all kinds of fun stuff coming up on the stream.
We know what John's favorite monsters is. It's giants. That's all he ever throws at us.
It is not. It just happens to be where you
And
guys
we'll
are
be
at.
fighting
I know.
on Tuesday.
That's
and-
right. It is. Yes, it is. It's coincidental, though. That's not my favorite monster. All right. And we're doing the dinosaurs is not the answer, long shot. And the winner of the mouse pad is Steve. Congratulations, Blood Wild. Not only the dinosaurs are not your favorite monster, Tim. Stop lying. So Steve, Blood Wild, not only a longtime viewer, but as I mentioned earlier, gave the name to Winston.
Yes.
But more than that, he gave the introduction to Mantic Games. So Terrain Crate, all that came through Steve. He's a huge friend of the channel, and we are very thankful.
He
and
was
we're-
curious if this was Dwarven Forge, all of these terrain pieces.
There's
Steve was.
Somebody
Or
else.
Blood Wild,
It's-
sorry.
No, all kinds of different ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got Terrain Crate, we've got Miniature Building Authority, I've got some Nerdcraft HQ, I've got Dwarven Forge. But yeah,
A little
Steve.
bit of
Lord
everything.
We've
Coyote.
got a little bit of everything.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Steve got us the intro to Mantic Games, and so congratulations, Steve. Okay, now
He was
for
relaying the question.
what's that?
So I was just reading that Phantom was explaining that he was relaying the question for someone else that had
Yes.
asked.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha. All right. So here it is. Last and definitely not least. Yes, thank you, Lord Coyote. Hey, by the way, if you're watching today, we're trying to grow our followership here. We appreciate all the subs. If
Yes.
you're a sub and your sub expired, everything that you do, when you resub, when you support us, it goes right back into the stream. To say that I've not made $1 on this stream would be the ultimate understatement. I am so in the red on this stream, it will take me quite a while to actually make anything on it, including this massive Alienware PC that I installed last week. I'm not using this to beg or ask for anything. I'm just saying thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Another Mad Chatter joined. But thank you so much for all of our subs, everybody that supports, gives the bits. All of it goes back into the channel. But if you're watching today and you're not a follower and you like what you've seen, you like old school D&D, these are cool players, cool setups, cool scenes, we have, and you haven't followed us yet, we have one question for you. What are you doing? Give us a follow, give us a sub, and now we are going to do our first ever embroidered Blue Box hat giveaway. This thing is beautiful. Is this not beautiful?
It's
very
great.
No, is it beautiful?
It's
Yeah,
very
seriously
beautiful.
very
It's
good.
Beautiful, right? Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, so that is going to be exclamation point hat. And while you are typing that in, we're going to go through and do the vote for our stream MVP. Each player will say why they should be stream MVP, and this is important to them because they get 1,000 experience points for being stream MVP, and they also get bragging rights for the week, which is also quite important. So this is based on combat prowess, it's based on role play. If you thought they did things that were cool and fun today, you make them your stream MVP, and we're going to start with Alcott today.
Oh, great.
Tell us why you should be stream MVP. Now, before he does this, I'm now going to roll 4 times for the hat. So if you see your name pop up, you didn't win yet. Each one of these players is going to get one of your names, and they're going to roll d20s for you. If you're a sub, you get advantage. You get 2 d20s. If you're not a sub, you're going to get 1 d20. So Alcott, as you're explaining why you should be stream MVP, I will roll for you and see who you have. Why should you be stream MVP?
Alcott has been feeling very interesting recently. You know, he came out to the woods just to find out some stuff about some rain. And it turned out to be, there are these heroes that are involved in it. There are witches that have dark magic that he's kind of curious about, but maybe shouldn't be. There's giants that have necromancy books that suddenly he's looking through, and the whole time he's just thinking, man, I am not the right person to be doing this. One of their friends died on his watch because, you know, he took them on into his cabin, and so today you got to see him, you know, kind of break down about that. You got to learn a little bit about his backstory, some stuff about a brother that he has, but he calls his brother his sword. You learned a little bit about the connections there, that Alcott is not nearly as confident as he puts the face on sometimes, and kind of pulled himself together overnight and came out in the morning ready to fight some giants and really showed up, fixed the wall, quote unquote, brought out some archers, started to chant for
that was a really cool use of that spell. I think everybody really enjoyed that.
Thanks for the sub,
Thank you for the sub, Lord Coyote. Welcome to the Blue Box family.
That's one thing that I really like to do as a magic caster, and especially one with, I'm going to say it again, such a high intelligence, is I like to creatively use spells in a way that would make sense for the character. And when I have so many utility spells, I'm like, I got to make use of utility as well as combat.
That's exactly right. No, well done. All right. So, if you think Alcott should be Stream MVP, you'll have a chance to vote for him in a moment. The vote won't come up until we have all 4 players that have made their case.
Yep.
But you will, Alcott, be rolling for.
Yes, who do I get?
You get Captain Mymorph! Congratulations, Mymorph. You are in the giveaway. I will not send you the hat that I'm wearing. I need one of these, so this is going to be mine. But you will have a new hat if you win this giveaway. And let's go to Eamon. Why should you be Stream MVP?
Even though the actual person in real life stumbled over his words in combat, Eamon had 2 good blows on the giant. He took a boulder to the shoulder,
Bars.
and is still standing. His interest in the schoolhouse is not random.
Yeah.
It's there.
Noticed that.
Right.
And there's at least one thing I want to talk to John about for Eamon next week, especially if he lives.
That would be important.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Bravo, sir. Yeah, you had a good night today. Well done. All right, so you're going to be rolling for Proxima 3055. Proxima, are you still on? I didn't see you in the chat recently. Nope, you are right there. Yeah, you are. So congratulations. And that is a sub. So you both have subs.
I was going to say also, I ribbed Cade a few times today. So
And that's always worth it. Yeah, that's definitely good.
his humor showing through.
All right, so you both have your roles. They're both subs. Let's go.
Lord Coyote has a question for you, John.
Okay, Lord Coyote, I hope this doesn't seem like a spamming question. Miss Virgil walking out of the room when the answer, does Feywild exist in your campaign worlds? Oh, yes, in a form. It is a, so many things in my campaign world, they're modified, but yes, in a sense, what you're asking about does exist in my campaign worlds. All right, let's go to, here, let me roll the D6 here. All right, Irina, why should you be Stream MVP?
So yeah, I kind of am now the lady of a fort. So that was a pretty big development for me today, and just kind of taking charge and trying to organize everything, and especially wanting to aid with what she's good at and she knows how to do. And then actually when she's kind of sat down and was being a little introspective and decided she wanted to play some music, and actually invited Cade over to sit with her because she knew that it might help Cade a little bit. And then encouraging him to tell his tale as the people gathered around.
A well-told tale as well.
And then in the morning helping Shreed get his Shreed together because he was losing his mind. And just getting him to find the people who were able to fight and help secure those who weren't going to be able to fight, to keep them safe. Once again, her main goal is to keep everyone safe. I would say the exchange with the little girl the night before was really nice. And then my fireball
Yeah, that was awesome.
And with Smite, and just kind of organizing the troops, so to speak, as we were kind of making our way out of the fort. So yeah.
Well done. As always, I'll answer Steve here in a second. Lady Irda, that is right. And yes, I really enjoyed that moment with the little girl. That was kind of fun. All right, so you are going to be rolling tonight for Hutchback. Congratulations, Hutchback.
Are you here?
And I've seen him very active in chat tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
He's also been really active on the Discord.
Yes, he has been.
So Hutchback, if you're still with us, let
In
us know.
charge of castle? Do I have a castle?
So Steve, thank you so much. You said we're mastering merchandising, much like yogurt on Spaceballs. When can we expect the Blue Box flamethrower? That's exclusively a Tesla Elon Musk thing. I don't think there's going to be a
Got you, Hutchback.
Blue Box fan. All right, so Hutchback, and Hutchback is a sub.
Yes.
And you can see that, all those cool little dragon icons. Your dragon levels up as you're a longer sub. So it
I have a
goes
blue
through
dragon.
levels. When you get to, I think, 5 months of continuous sub, or maybe 6 months of continuous sub, you get the blue dragon, which makes sense for Blue Box. And so you can see how long you've been subbing by your dragon icon. All right, let's go to Cade. Why should you be Stream MVP?
Huzzah! I think you all know why I should be Stream MVP. Because I'm Cade. Let's see. Well, I may not be Lord of the Fort, but I'll be Lord of the Liquor. Alright, I'm gonna have commissioned somebody to build me a tavern called the Pickled Pirate. Thank you to Phantom. And I'll have the best rum, mediocre rum, and low-level rum. Wherever you are.
The
And
mixed pack.
Then I told a tale about Blackbeard and danced with Shalelu. I should get Stream MVP just for dancing with Shalelu. Then, went out to fight giants. Didn't get to use me rope, but I did damage one a little. So there you go. Roll for votes.
Well done, well done. And you will be rolling for the last opportunity here. Storm Power. Storm Power, are you on with us still?
Yeah, he just spoke.
Did he just looking where there?
If it's
Oh, there he is.
Spaceballs,
Yes, he
it's
is.
Blue Box
Spaceballs.
Jam.
We're like, yeah, okay. Storm Power, congrats, and that's a brand new sub. Only subbing since the end of October. So we are so appreciative.
All right.
Our old followers and new alike.
And I'm kicking off the poll right now.
Stream MVP is kicking off. So you have all of your options there. Click that little arrow in the upper right-hand corner to pick who you think should be Stream MVP. And remember, you give that PC 1,000 experience points by celebrating what they did. All right, now let's go through and let's roll for each of our potential winners of the first ever Blue Box embroidered hat. And we're going to go in the same order, so we're going to start with you, Alcott. Tell us who you're rolling for, and give us your roll. Remember, everybody's a sub. All of you have subs, so
Yeah.
they all roll 2d20s.
Captain Mayamorph.
All right, Mayamorph.
That is a 17.
Good start.
Very strong.
Nice.
Mayamorph, you are with a 17. Let's go to
Not very many better than that.
Alcott. I mean, Eamon.
You keep messing us.
I know,
This is
it's
for Proxima.
Proxima gets a
17.
We have the tie, so we'll have to settle that if those are the
if
two
those are the high ones.
Yes.
All right, let's go to
Okay, I have
Irda.
Hutchback.
Hutchback. Hutchback has a
11.
11. Sorry.
Sorry.
All right, and then last but not least,
Alright, I've got Storm Power.
Storm Power, our sub since October.
19!
I tried.
Congratulations, Storm Power. So go ahead and get in our Discord. You need to be in our Discord. We'll pop the creds
Yeah.
again. Once you're in our Discord, DM me, Blue Box. DM me in the Discord. I need just your address and your name. I don't need a size because the hats are adjustable. But congratulations. Great to see one of our new viewers win that.
What a great hat
Excellent.
to win.
It is. It's a really, really neat. Again, you're not going to get the one I'm wearing. You'll get a new one. But thank you to everybody. Still time to vote for Stream MVP.
Yep.
And I'm
That's
going to
a little
figure
while
out.
longer.
Now, while we're getting that ready,
I want to do a little sort of Q&A.
Oh, oops.
So, players, any
Yes.
questions you have on tonight's stream, or what happened, or what might have happened if you'd done something differently, or lore, or anything at all? And while we're waiting for you to think about that, I want to go the same question to the viewers. If you have any questions about tonight's stream, you know, we've talked about additions and other things, but if you have questions about the way we run our game or what the players did, maybe their motivations, you want to know something about the PCs,
Yeah, please.
go ahead and ask us those questions while we finish up our vote for Stream MVP.
Random question. Did
ahead.
I know about how long have I been out of Sandpoint?
Okay, you've
'Cause
been
I
out
went
of
to school in Magnamar.
Yeah, you've been. It's been like 2 months.
Only 2 months that I've been out of Sandpoint. And I didn't hear about these hero people, the heroes of Sandpoint, before then.
No, because their statue was erected just over a month and a half ago. So, like, you had left town just before they arrived.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's very funny.
So right before the festival?
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Gotta run to school.
Yeah, so Alcott got Stream MVP. by the way.
Alcott is the Stream MVP! Congratulations!
Thank you, guys.
Well
Very
done,
nice.
well done.
Only 13 more of those and I level up.
All right, we're gonna raid Table Story tonight. Have we raided that before? I think we have. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being all of our new followers, all of our
Yes.
new subs. I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. Hope all the audio and video stuff, except for the occasional mutes that I did manually, worked out well for you. We're gonna be back Tuesday night at 5 o'clock. Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern, for our Greyhawk Awakening stream, and a round of applause from me to all of our players. Thank you so much. Great. No,
Roger did have a quick
I'm
question for
applauding.
Cade, though.
Okay,
What
go
is
ahead,
your
Ryan. What's your
motivation
question?
for owning a bar?
What is your motivation for owning a bar?
Rum at my disposal.
So
Because it's paid.
Not the right one.
You're paying the money to construct a bar just so that you can get
And
rum from your bar.
I've gone into many bad, crusty establishments, and I want to create one with me own ambience.
Okay,
It's
so
for tax purposes.
Ah, yeah, right off.
so
It's a write-off.
You got some time. You need to be thinking about what you want the pickle pirate to look like.
I do. I've already.
You already got it? All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great week. We'll see you Tuesday night at 5 o'clock. Blue Box signing out.
To better protect your rum.
Man, that was good.
Wow, they have 223.